Hello, hello! Here we go with Wii Play, I guess we'll call it. I mean, this is not an exclusive to Wii. It just happens to be the system that it's on. I didn't know what else to call it. But we are following up. We did Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear. Oh, quiet down, you. We did Metal Slug 1 and 2, as per the request of... Oh, no. So a viewer, I cannot remember the name now, requested Metal Slug in general. Or Metal Slug 6, I think, because that's what he played before. And so we just played 1 and 2. We're now doing... Today we're going to do 3 and 4. So they're not hard games because you have infinite continues. But they're just fun as heck, and they're wacky, and they're off the wall. And so here we go. Let's go. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of goofy, wacky gadgets and whatnot they have in this game. In this iteration of it. It is a complete chill and enjoy game. Marred only by the fact that we're having to play with the Wii controller, which isn't the best, but go. It says press start. I'm pressing start. We'll see what happens when I press start. There we go. I think she was from the last game as well. Oh, we're being cast adrift at sea, it seems. So that's her jump. That's her shoot. And yep, shake his bombs. All right. I mean, that's it. That's it, folks. That's how complicated it's, or how easy it is. We have now mastered all the controls. I'm going to turn up the volume on my end, though. You can all let me know if it's too... Whoa! Hey. Too loud or too soft on your end. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, but if you can't hear me or you can't hear the game, let me know. I want to make sure there's a good balance. So that sounds good to me. Because I hate just having, like, me talking and no audio behind it. Alright, here we go. It's beckoning us to go. We're going to be shooting some crabs. Let's shoot some crabs. Machine gun is fun. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, we're going to get in a submarine. A yellow submarine. How do we go down? Can we not get down? Oh, I thought we could get... Oh, I guess maybe we go... No! Oh, we don't get to go in the submarine? Dag nabbit. Oh, man. Crabs and giant dragonflies or locusts or something? What are these? Oh no! I've been accosted! Oh gosh, that's pretty violent. Yeah, we don't want to let them get their hooks on us here. That was pretty rough. I was not expecting. So having to divide our attention here between... So we can't shoot diagonally. It's just a little weird that the D-pad on the Wii is not ideal for that. I've rescued him from the evil hermit crabs. Oh crap. Alright. Automatic melee. Oh. Look at the bilge pump. Get off the ship. Oops. Alright, so that was a bit my bad. Am I on the boat? What's going on? Oh. Probably picked him somehow, or they gave me him. You know, it's raining bombs. No! Oh, there we go. I thought that. Oh no, I became obese. Oh, and I took a dip. Yes, continue. How do you select? Okay. One. Oh dear. And we are destroying some kind of wildlife. Looks like piranhas or sharks or alligators or something. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Oh, sweet. Well, it's not a submarine. I'm really. Wait, are we driving backwards? Oh, we are driving backwards, but that's because we're fighting a giant hermit crab. Away! Oh dear. Jeez, it is a crab with ordnance. Start. So the game isn't overtly challenging because of the infinite continues, but I'm trying to do it with as few as possible. Like I'm not trying to take it too lightly, but it is. This was designed to eat quarters for sure. It was designed to be fun. This is like one of those ones where, like, if you went to the bowling alley or something, and you're waiting for your friends to show up. Yay, David, what's going on? How did you manage to play all my childhood? Well, we grew up. I mean, David, I'm guessing you grew up in the 80s. And yeah, I just I made it a point to be able to recreate, revisit. But I'm glad you're it's speaking to you. What the heck am I shooting? Oh my gosh! Did you ever play this in the arcade? This is from MAME 32. MAME 32. Is that the publisher, David? Oh, 90s and but I grew up with this. I forget often how much overlap there was between, like, what I think of as the 80s is actually like, I feel like the decades bleed into each other. So the first 4 to 5 years of the next decade is still technically kind of left over from the previous one. So the 80s didn't end until 95. That's when actually not technically, but where I would consider to be the true 80s. That's when they ended, and they started in 75. So I keep forgetting that when I think of, when I say, oh, so you're somebody from the 80s. I forget that, you know, growing up in the 90s, you would have been exposed to a lot of the same stuff. It just wouldn't have been. It would have been on its way out or transitioning to something else. You don't know MAME 32? I do not. You should find an emulator and give it a try. That's how, for example, I know Contra or this game. Oh, okay. I got you. Now, this is, well, can't call it, because I think the original hardware officially for this would be Neo Geo. I think they were the ones that made this series. This crab is ridiculous. Goodness, I don't even know if I'm entering the damn thing. And like, how you're supposed to stay ahead of it, I don't know, but yeah, I do need to look into emulators. I just remember the few times that I've tried to go emulators are so, it should be so simple. A lot of people, there we go, we finally did it. Woo! Like every time I try to do an emulator, I do some research on it, and it's like, oh, it's just simple, just plug and play pretty much. And I try it, and it crashes, or I get a black screen, or something, and then, oh, your Windows needs to be updated. So it's just, I run Need for Speed Most Wanted from 2005, I think it is. I do run that on an emulator, but I don't have it on on this computer. And I did download an emulator, but I like right now I'm playing it on a CRT TV. Oh no, I've become a zombie. Wow. You can't duck as a zombie. Okay, now I'm just dying a grotesque undeath. That's messed up. Don't let him goo ya. Don't let him go. Why do they even have a medical thing? You can't use it. Oh, maybe I could have if I was still a zombie. No, don't let it. Oh, there it goes. Dang it. I mean, what other kind of game actually turns you into a completely different sprite if you get zombified, or if that happens? Come on, give me the medical. Oh crap. We used to play this stuff. Oh, so that is a. That is memorial. I thought I'd heard the name before. Can you get up? You can't get up. Can I kill you? I can't seem to kill you. Oh, you guys are just civilians, a lot of you. No! I don't like the goo. The goo. No! Brain. I can still fight. Oh, give me the mid. There we go. Oh, but I couldn't. It was too late for me to save them all. Just melee the heck out of these guys. No! Do you use Raspberry Pi? I thought about getting one of those, but I have not been able to find. Again, I'm not very tech savvy, so I would love to get like a Raspberry Pi and be able to play a whole bunch of different platforms, but I can't even see where I am. Mash the buttons. Kill the zombie. Oh, enemy chaser. Like it locks on, it just knows it's an enemy. But hey, if it gets you exposure to these games, I'm thrilled. Because really, especially now, like retro gaming is ridiculous price-wise. It's really hard if you want to play games. I think emulation largely is the only realistic way to do it, unless you want to be like I got a lot of this stuff when it was just starting to get kind of expensive. But yeah, I don't blame anybody trying to play retro stuff right now. You're kind of oh there's a thing. There's a thing. There we go. I'm human again. I'm dead again. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh. Okay, nice. Okay, now I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't find out about. I didn't like. Even though I grew up with this stuff, like I think I remember seeing it in the arcade at one point, but ooh, nice. But I didn't remember this or even think about it until one of the viewers mentioned it and asked me if I would play it. And I just got lucky that they actually made it for the Wii. Otherwise, I would have had to emulate it to do it. Oh, she does have a jump, but boy, how sad is that? Oh, whoa! Oh, we should have led with that. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting, but I love it. That's kind of overpowered, isn't it? I guess not. You can't. Oh yeah, 'cause and we are kicking butt as the undead. Hoppity, hoppity. I'm one of you. Never mind. Oh no. I just love the genre, not bending, but just the genre craziness that they do in these games. Like I think the second when you start off doing like archaeological, or it's like in Egypt or something, or Arabia, and now we have a zombie. Oh, you dove for nobody. And David, can you hear the game okay? Is it too quiet, too loud, just right? Ah. I mean, that is just so grotesque. And apparently I need to source the ROMs as well. Sheesh, that complicates things. What do you mean source the ROMs? Yeah, game sound is good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, what do you mean source the ROMs? Like you gotta find them, or... I mean, they're not hard to find, are they? Ooh, something scary. Or just really weird looking. Okay, so they can't damage me, but I'm sure their little balls can. Can we destroy their balls? We cannot destroy their balls. This is all kinds of weird. Alright, they're shooting faster, so we must be having some impact. I can't imagine what that is. Oh, dang it. I should have... Oh, dear. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, they have turned it up a bit of a notch. Oh, no. Oh, golly dang. I'd be curious to see some, like, not speedrunner necessarily, but just like somebody who, like, has played this game a million times just to see how like, I mean, this is, without a continue, this would be ridiculous. Or without infinite continues, we'd still be on the first one. Yeah, but it's hard to trust the sources. Alright, one second. Sorry. I thought I was going to be getting a call. Let me... Hello? Sorry about that. It's interesting. So got DoorDash because the closest grocery store is pretty far away, and I didn't want to miss the stream here. And I got somebody who does not speak English, and he's trying to work on substitutions. I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand the logic. can't speak or understand English, but you called me to ask me for substitutions or something, and I don't know. You need to speak English. That's kind of the bottom line. You live in this country, you need to speak English. That's just good. If I go to Spanish, or I go to Spanish, I go to Mexico, I expect that I need to learn the language or know the language. If somebody happens to know English, that's great. That's helpful. But I shouldn't be going to another country and expecting them to speak my language. I find that very peculiar. But anywho, what's going on here? What is that? I don't know what I'm doing here. Are we supposed to be damaging it, or are we supposed to just be shooting it? I don't know. Are we damaging it? I don't know. Do we just have to do this a few more times and it just blows itself up? I don't know. It's always a little confusing. What you got for me, buddy? I guess maybe we check the bombs, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, but it's hard to trust the sources. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, is it, you just pretty much just try it out, right? And if it works, then you're good? Or is it, you mean, can you get viruses and stuff from those? I think it's going faster now. Yeah, it's definitely, things are changing. I just don't know why. Oh, there we go. We got our first death. That wasn't too bad, though. Oh, maybe I need to step up on those things. Maybe? No, maybe not. No, I think we just keep going with what we were doing. Yeah. Sweet memories with this game. Yeah, you're damn it, you can show the color change as well. Okay. Oh, okay, yes. I'm definitely supposed to hit those because they're... Ah! Goodness gracious. I wonder what they're saying. Yay! It is a little bit of a... and so, David, so you only played it on the... Is it MIME? Was it again? What was it called? MAME. You only played it on MAME? It's not Elden Ring. I'm sure they don't say anything. I don't know, man. There's lore. There's great lore in this game. I'm sure of it. Do a little scuba. This is new. We haven't done this before. Leave it up to this game to do like the one kind of water level that people don't mind playing. Usually water and ice, a lot of gamers absolutely hate those. But this game seems to get it. Good time. Yeah, it was main 32 back on Windows XP, I believe, or Windows 2000. Oh, wow. Don't remember at my friend's house. He had a PC. I didn't. Yeah, I remember it was a big deal when, like, my friend had a, like his only like Christmas birthday present or something was like a gateway computer. He's like the only person I knew that had it. Well, there were a couple people I knew that had PCs, but you can't shoot straight up. That's a bit of a problem. I guess it kind of makes sense. Do we have our? Oh, cool. We don't chuck bombs. We have little. There we go. Oh, cute little stubby sub. We call it a stubby sub. And I just love the death slash destruction slash breakout. Like, look at that. It actually, like, explodes outwards. Like, the submarine ribbing or whatever. Just kind of, it's a cool way to show it. I mean, it's gruesome. It would be. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, tried to bury us. Tried to bury us. Take that, Red October. Fudgy little Red October. Stubby sub. Die, stubby sub. Did you guys you co-opted on this then? Can you co-op on this game? Yeah, because it says press start, so you guys got to do 2-player on this? Was it Infinite Continues like it is on this version, or was it more challenging in that regard? Jeez. Don't mind me. Yeah, we did, I guess, but the memories are faint. Do be getting old. Dude, okay, what does that say about me? You're from the 90s. I was born in the 80s. But I hear you, man. There's some memories that are crystal clear, and there's some that I barely remember at all, and then some, terrifyingly enough, that I don't remember at all. And so if I see a picture of it, I'm like, I believe it happened because I'm believing my eyes, but I don't remember this at all. Very scary. But if I really think about it, a lot of my I have a lot of I can duck nice. A lot of my gaming memories will come back to me. Like I remember going to Ryan's house to play something, and he had a some metal. Like there was no shoes were allowed in the house or in the basement. So we were down there. It was a military family, and they had some I don't know something, but it was like metal pieces held together by bolts, like nuts and bolts, and I accidentally stepped on it, punctured right through the bottom of my foot. I got a Band-Aid, got it cleaned up, and kept on gaming. I'm trying to remember what games we were playing. Aha, you thought you could get me with mortars, eh? Okay, well, maybe if I jump into your face. Slaughter. Help me out, fellas. Do some stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why all the... Oh, my gosh, what a kerfuffle. Hey, Carlos, what's going on, man? Oh, the cammage. Oh, the cammage. What the crap is this? It's like... What is it? Espresso the ostrich? With a Get him, Espresso. Dang it. I love that. He mocks my death and he pays the ultimate price. Man. Yoshi, right? And it shouldn't say in, but on instead. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. That is very true. Oh my gosh. My little ostrich friend provides absolutely no protection, as should be assumed, I suppose. It's not like it's encased. But you know, some games, it doesn't matter technically. If you're in a vehicle, you have some kind of armor. You don't get nothing from the ostrich. No indeed. They're actually just swiping at our legs. Dang, man. Goodness gracious. I'm just gonna try it without the ostrich. Yeah. Little more maneuverability. Don't worry about ROMs. You have people on here that got your back. For legal reasons, I'm not going to say me. Well said, Carlos. Well said. Important that you keep it enigmatic. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't. You don't want to go cold turkey in like a Reddit or something. Although I guess Reddit would probably work, but. there's plenty of folks out there who are willing to. I think, in fact, I won't say who, but I think there were some friends talking about it that they actually were able to get the ROMs before they were kind of. I wondered about that. Oh, hey. Look what I found. Oh, well, okay. I guess we're supposed to stand on here. That's... okay, so you got to jump off. Wow, that's good. That would be fast timing. You have to jump off of it and then jump back on it before it can destroy the ground in front of you. That's pretty tricky to get platforming right there. Can I do this? Oh, it goes that way too. I thought maybe he was going to stop before he got to me. He did not. True story. No! Alright, there we go. That's the way. Jump off of it. Dang it. Stupid robot. What in the... Okay, came out of his gut. Came out of his gut. Nothing untoward here. Ah, see, there's a quick deft maneuvering we needed. Okay, that's just garbage. You can't just nuke the whole thing, and that's not cool. What is going on? The carnage! The carnage! I'm too fast for you. Okay. But, oh, I escaped. Oh, nice. Oh, no. Ah. Light him up. Light him up. Ah. Bam. Sit down, robot. Sit down, robot. This is random, but I just also remembered these meme games where they were all about the Olympic sports and you had javelin throwing and stuff like that, or hurdle jumping. Wait, are we talking like, not the Nintendo, what was it called? The Nintendo... There was like there was a thing that Nintendo did where they had like the like a power pad. I can't remember what it's called now, but it sounds similar to that. But do you know what system it was for? Oh, it's a camel. Okay, I thought it was a. I was like, oh, another ostrich. But no, it was a camel. Oh, we're shooting rockets out of our gun. Yeah. Sorry, game. Oh, man. Ah, that was dumb. See, Ninja Gaiden could learn something new, too, about invincibility frames from this game. Hey, what do you got for me? Oh, piss. Did you just say Ninja Gaiden? I did, Alex. I was like, I didn't want to overplay it, but like, I was gonna say that. Yeah, well, yeah, I was talking because I beat that this past week, and one of my beefs with it is you have like literally 2 frames of invincibility. When you get hit, you flash for a second, and then you're back to whatever. So they can just pinball you. You become Pinball Gaiden. Pinball Gaiden. And it's obnoxious. And it was very, very frustrating. That was one of the many, many, many problems I had with that game. But we got through it. Have I played Dynasty Warrior? I have not. You're going to be cursing Ninja Gaiden for the rest of your life now? I will. I'm not going to let it go. Like, I'm committed to my initial grumblings with it. I'm somebody recommended I should do like a retrospective like of these games. Not like, you know, some production value thing, but just like what it was like to play them. And I will say 100% Ninja Gaiden, because I was watching some other people do reviews of like the top. There was like a list of the top 20 hardest Nintendo games, and they would say stuff like it's like what is it, Battletoads, or like it's bad for or it's hard for the wrong reasons, like it's janky and it's punishing and it's brutal. It's not like it's not the right kind of difficult, I should say, and that's how I feel about Ninja Gaiden. Contra, the only thing that gets people with Contra is the fact that there's a lot of things that can kill you, and it's like playing Mario Brothers with no power-ups. You know, it's a lot of stuff that can kill you, and it only takes one shot to do it. You have really no way to, so it's gonna kill you a lot. And so you got to really learn the levels, and there's gonna be some RNG. So you're going to have to not only learn it, but be able to adapt to what you're doing pretty quick. The Ninja Gaiden, man, it was, like I said, just bad in all the wrong ways. Or hard in all the wrong ways. Like, I could actually deal with the knockback. I mean, it sucked, but you could deal with it. But it was more so, like I said, the invincibility frames, the fact that the fact that you were required to, that you bounced, or that you stuck to everything, that was infinitely and like absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You should have to push over or like into the wall if you actually want to stick to it. Otherwise, it shouldn't have you stick to it. I think. That then it becomes more of a control issue than a. But I've not played Dynasty Warrior. I'm not even familiar with that one. I don't think. A friend of mine, Bodybag, one of my friends here, had asked if I would play ActRaiser, which sounds like it might be kind of along the same vein. This is hard because the diagonal doesn't really work on this. So you can shoot straight up and over, but you can't really. Nice. Get wrecked, bugs. Run up and melee. What do we do with this? It says up. What do we do? I don't know. No, we got eaten. It's a hack and slash game. It was a fun game. You just hack and slash through the old Chinese armies or Japanese. I don't recall. How dare you, David? You need to be very specific. You should know it could have been Korea or Vietnamese for all you know. Can't even tell Japanese rhymes from Chinese rhymes. What's that all about? Oh gosh. Honestly, I can't either. The only way I can tell Japanese from Chinese is the language. Chinese sounds very distinct. And probably kind of maybe by clothes or building design, but it's not easy. Ooh. Cool. Are you implying they're all the same? No, that's what you're saying. You're like, I might have been Japanese, Chinese. I don't know. I'm saying they're all. I mean, whoa! What is going on with all the coins and stuffs? What? Okay, so this, David, is what? Chinese or Japanese influence right here, or Korean, or I think this would probably be making me think Japanese. I could be wrong though. I often am. Ah. You got me. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. As long as you're not trying to do that. Is it Ubisoft that was trying to play it off as like stuff as off as historically accurate? As long as you're just saying, okay, we're just like, they probably just took influence from a bunch of different stuff and stuck it all together, which I'm fine with because it doesn't say this strange dragon-headed masked warrior thing is based on a relic from the Ming Dynasty. Like oh no! My coins, my precious coins. Oh, why did I do that? I should have moved. Moving is a good idea. It's never really easy to see when exactly they're gonna die from. Nice. No! I don't know what the H does. Oh, the letters that we get? Oh, that's the gun. We've got to have it on its last leg right now, don't we? There we go. There we go. Nope. And there we go. Oh. And there it is. And another one. Bam! I dodged all your little demon things. Okay, okay. Well, I can't do a full... I can't get out of a full screen clear. Oh, man. Do I need to shoot that thing? Oh, you don't have to jump out of the way, you just have to jump up so that if you land, they don't hit you. That's a lot easier. Would you just die already? There we go. Ask and ye shall receive. The power of my voice compels you.
Mission complete.
Heck yeah. I think this next one is the last one. I was reading somewhere it's like 5, 5, 5, and then 7 or something ridiculous like that. You just did boy math. The power of manifesting buddy. I don't think anything I do can be considered math. It is a very kind of... No, I wanted the Hawk Harrier. Oh.
Mission 5.
Why did I pick this crotchety old thing? God, I could have had one of the best hovering vehicles in the world at one point in time. Around the world, around the world. They came from behind. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All the things, all the things. Can't stop me. Okay, crap. Oh, now I have a jetpack. Awesome. I was like, how am I still flying? This is weird. I wish I could hijack one of the planes. One of these fighter jets over here. Can't stop me. Okay, never mind. I love these games. They're just so freaking wacky. And the fact that there are no stakes. Like, you're just playing to play, and then you progress through the game, and eventually it's over. Definitely makes it easier when you've got some awesome ammo. What the hell? Pigs! They're pigs! I was like, what the heck are we killing here? Oh, pigs and carrots! Oh, we're getting carrots! There we go! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bombs away! Oh, see, they got the cool helicopter. We got this janky nonsense. That's not cool. You haven't stopped me. You've only made me stronger and more agile. Oh, and now I have forward shooting rockets. You're screwed. Bam. Ooh, a teddy bear. Ah. Oh, nice. Ah. Oh, we can shoot down, I think? No? We can't. Hey! Save the pigs. I know. At least for the bacon. Oh no. Dang it. It's just so random too. Hey, there's pigs. Oh. There we go. Dang it. That's alright. Worth it. Oh, we get to get under. I mean, I don't know if we just happen to find the sweet spot, but... No! I don't know what happened to us there. Jeez. Oh. I need that, I need that. No! I have to look at the release date, like when the last time one of these was made. I gotta believe that they'd have it would be a freaking awesome franchise to revive. But actually, like, make it you're not making it for the arcade, so you can actually make it not quite as ridiculous because you're not trying to get quarters out of people, but still make it difficult. This could seriously just be like a really goofy, fun kind of console. It is largely unfair too. You can't really see where the heck they're shooting. Bam! I think we saved like 2 pigs. Here. What hit me? Man. Death from above. I feel like we fought this guy in like one of the previous titles. Maybe the first one? It was something like this where it was a helicopter. And I remember going on for a long time. Arg. Oish. Man. I guess I could try this again. It's hard. It's hard to control, though. It doesn't really spin the right way. I wish you could drop down like in Contra. You just hit down and the jump button and make it a lot easier. There we go. We survived a volley. Sending you my regards, buddy. Gotta hit the road. Ciao. Have a lovely day. You too, David. You too. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Have a fantabulous afternoon and evening. Oh, that's cool. You can shoot over. Okay, well, that didn't work. Jeez. How's that guy taking so much damage? This is unrealistic. Like I was immersed in this world until this guy started tanking hits. Then I'm starting to feel like. Yeah. Come on, sucker. The enemy. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Abductions. What am I supposed to do? No, I've been taking the ship. Well, this just got weird. Okay. The stakes have never been higher. And neither have the rockets. Of course. 75 stage rocket. Oh, this is crazy. I love it. It's like the spread missile or the spread gun from Contra. Teddy bear. No, we're back to puny guns. Pigs. Give me the pigs. Pigs. Get the pigs. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot this is limited ammo. That was silly. Oh. Man, this is pretty intense. Oh no. Give me that, give me that. Come at me. Rockets? Yeah, boy. It was bumpy. Okay, so you can't shoot bombs forward. No! Arrgh. No, the green. Oh, too much green. Too much green on the screen. Don't give him a chance to shoot. Don't give him a chance to shoot. Arrgh. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh no! Teddy bears, come back. They're still alive. Okay, now I'm dead. Now we're both dead. Mutually assured destruction. Rocket launcher. These are by far the most power-ups I've ever gotten in a level. Well, that's a dumb thing. Anybody would get in this level. It's crazy! You know, that's sweet ammo. Sweet ammo. Nice. That was really fun, actually. Sometimes they feel like they take a little long, or they go a little long. Like you figure, yeah. But this actually, yeah. This is very similar to the last one, actually. Oh no. What you got now? All right, we're going in. We're going in. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did they just get stronger? It's like, no, you get back to your pea-shooter gun. Okay, I needed to shoot that a little bit more, apparently. Oh, that's cheap. He ran interference for his buddy while he charged up his laser. That ain't right. Oh, yes, laser. More lasers. There we go. Oh no! Oh, I forgot I got my rockets here. There it is. Okay, I was like, wait, how am I supposed to light this thing up if I don't have any? Oh no! Oh! That's mashing buttons for you. Oh, hey. Ah, man, that was probably the longest time we went before dying. Oh, that's bull. Sneaking up at the bottom of the screen like that. Right, 1 second. Goodness gracious. Alright, 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something before it. I can't leave it outside. It's just got here. Be right back. 1 moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Ooh, one bomb takes him out. Oh no, it's like a Dalek. Eradicate, eradicate. No. Oh, this is definitely alien vibes right here. Oh no! Flamethrower was awesome. You can't stop me, I'm merciless. This automatic melee, I mean all of them have it, but the automatic melee really makes this a lot easier. Oh no, it's a Dalek. Okay, I thought rocket launcher would have been a little more powerful, but oh, we did it! We jumped through his hoops! Die, Dalek, die! No! Oh. Nice, okay. I was like, what are we supposed to do here? Can I not let him out? Oh no! Stop experimenting on that man. There you are, my friend. Again, the animation in this game is pretty darn cool. It looks like we're joining forces with our former foes. All day, apparently. Alright, they finally caught up with it. Oh dear. Ew! I'm sure that's healthy. I think it's supposed to be underneath of it. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The eyes look just so, they look so bored. I thought I could shoot fast enough to hit them before they got to me. If you stand right next to them, they bounce right over you. Oh, crapola. Bam! Oh, he's faster. Doofus. What? Oh no! What did I do? No. Are we getting killed from friendly fire? I have a feeling that's the case. Oh, wait. Something's making the door go up and then it goes down. Okay, we need to shoot it. There we go. Took me a second. It's the big blade. The big blade. I probably should have avoided that. Okay, that's pretty wicked. I'm not sure how the heck. Okay, you gotta. Okay, I think that's right. Oh, we want the laser, Dang it. No, it's even bigger. I mean, come on. Okay. I think there you have like a very small window to get under it. This is definitely a coin gobbler right here. Laser. Run under it. Okay, run under it. I feel like this needs a dash or something. There we go. Thought that might have been the end. Oh no, it's her. Oh, there's zombie clones of our friend there. That's rough. No. What is that? I don't know what the heck that was. It looked like we were shooting mini airplanes or something. I blame the Wii motion controls. Lagmeister, what's up? I did lag, yes, I did. Well, no, yeah, we talked about this. Didn't you say you beat it? Oh, no, you got to the second form of the boss, right? Didn't you say you went back after you saw me playing it? You're like, oh, I'm going to go try it. And then you actually you passed through the first form, but then you gave up after before you could kill the second one? Which that's really freaking good to be able to get to, because that's the, yeah, I'm glad we were able to pull it off. For me, it was a lot easier instead of trying to get to the boss 30 times. For me, it was easier to just spam to try to master the level beforehand and get there with the spin slash. But yeah, don't take this wrong way, Lagmeister, but yes, I did beat it, and I couldn't have done it with you there. As is the custom. Oh no! That's our buddy. Let her out, let her go. I mean, she looks like she's just chilling, so it's not all that bad, but still. Hey, we got our buddy back. Let's go. Oh, she's got her powers too. That sucks. Now I'm going to have to go back and beat it. Yeah, Lagmeister, do it, man. Now? Nice, yes, do it. All you have to do is get good with get used to 6-2 and 6-3. That's it. You get 6-2 and 3, and you really only have to go back twice. Just don't make the mistake that I did when you're on that last stretch of 6-3 right before the door to get to the boss. Do not do your spin slash. I don't know if you saw the playthrough, but I did. I was there. I had almost a full thing of health, and obviously the first time that you go there, the first, you know most of this, but the first time his first form, it gives you all your health back. Every other time after that you go back, it doesn't do that to you. So I wanted to make sure I got there with more than half health, just in case. But when I went through the 6-3, I did my slash jump to make sure I survived, which worked. But I ended up breaking other power-ups, and so I got to them, and I had the freaking Shoryuken thing. and it ended up killing me because I only had 3 bars of health at that point when I got there, and he wiped me out. So, but you really have to go twice because it does give you full health between the second and third boss. So you go through once, use your spin slash, 1-hit kill on the first iteration. You can try to beat the second one. I did. I got wrecked. I went through 6-2, 6, 1, 2, 3. Got back to him. Made that mistake. Died. Went back to him the second time. His second form. Again, it's a 1-hit kill with the spin slash. And then it puts you on the third boss. And for me, it filled up my full health. And that's a lot easier. You can just beat that in one try. What do you mean, Carlos? No! You can do it! Yeah, I went back and watched it. I seen you do it and thought, damn, I need to use that spin slash. Yeah, lag, yeah, exactly. Don't listen to Carlos, the naysayer. Carlos, you need to go beat it. I don't know, have you beat it? I can't remember. A lot of folks have beaten the games that I play, and I know, for retro's sake, was there when I beat, or had already beaten Contra. It was, so I can't remember if you beat that one or not, but. And I think I even beat 6-2. That really crappy jump area at 6-2. I think I actually beat that without the spin slash. I think there was a gap in there. So meaning you don't have to, like, if you don't get to 6-3 if you die at 6-2 without the spin slash, it's not necessarily, you can still move on. You just have to get really lucky with the jumps. Or as I'm trying to remember who it is now. There was one gentleman who said he was able to do it without having to do that at all. That he was able to actually just time his jumps perfectly. I don't know how he did it. But I guess if you play it long enough and you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything. Whoop, whoop, I was there. I did it without, you just have to get... Oh, that's right. You okay, yeah, that's right. That was you, Leslie. Well, wait, you're talking about I mean, that's what I tried to do, but like I could get him to despawn, but I could never get the doggone birds to despawn. Like he wouldn't be there, but then the birds would come out of nowhere. Can I just go? Oh, I can. I just need to. Why am I fighting these? I was like, wait a minute, they're coming from behind me. Why am I not just? What's up, Lag Metro? I haven't beaten Ninja Gaiden, but there are so many games I need to beat. Ninja Gaiden is not one of them. Honestly, I don't blame you. I wouldn't, if I knew what I was getting into, I might not have even started. Not because it's super hard or anything, but just because it's the same thing. I'm not sure at this point that I'm going to try to beat Battletoads. Because somebody else was mentioning to me another game that I hadn't really ever heard of, and saying, you're going to play this one because it's also hard. And I was like, you know what? Like Battletoads, I never heard. When I was growing up, I never heard the word Battletoads or the name Battletoads. Like it was, I think that was towards the end of the run. Oh, nice mech work. It was towards the end of the Nintendo's run, I think. So Ninja Gaiden, Contra, and Castlevania were titles that were not synonymous, but they were ubiquitous. Like every kid knew about those. Same thing like Mega Man and a bunch of other stuff. Battletoads didn't really have that, so I wanted to do it because it's almost always on people's #1 list. It's the #1 game on everybody's list of most difficult games. So, but I was like, it doesn't. It has no nostalgia value for me. It doesn't. Nobody I knew owned Battletoads. So I'm a little like, because if I try it, I'm gonna have to beat it. If I start it, I have to finish it. That's just the way I roll. So I'm like, maybe I just don't start. I'll be doing Kirby next time as per Retro's suggestion. Actually, I think a lot of you suggested that. Hey, just do something fun. What's going on? I don't. Okay. But I don't know. So I don't know if I'll end up doing Battletoads or not. I'm trying to think if there's another classic game that like everybody grew up with that was really, really hard. Like, and the same thing with what is it? Castlevania 2. That's another hard game, but it's because it's so freaking cryptic. Like, if you don't have a guide, you have no freaking clue. It's not the execution. Maybe Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is another game that, like, I kind of grew up. Nobody I knew had it, but it's kind of, it's considered to be very difficult. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we can't play with her anymore. Okay, well, maybe we'll try her chum. Estriarch Retro GL. Oh, Retro GL. Hey! MG3. What's MG3 again? Is that no, BG3 is Baldur's Gate 3. What's MG3? The birds do suck. Yeah, birds suck, and the jetpack guys. The jetpack guys who crap shurikens from their butt. Those guys, to me, those are the worst. I mean, the birds suck, but you can kind of figure out where they're going to swoop in from, and yeah, I don't know. But those jetpack guys, man, they are. Now with the spin slash, they're no problem. But Lagmaster, I think you said you got through that without even using the spin slash, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot of pain and suffering and agony. Yep. MS3? What's MS3? I like Zelda 2. It was different for sure. Yeah, and I've only dabbled in it. I didn't really play it all that much. But I actually, honestly, how many of you guys have you all beaten Zelda, the original Zelda? I haven't beat that yet myself. I kind of feel like that's a rite of passage as well. Like it's not considered to be a very difficult game necessarily, and I probably wouldn't be able to beat. But that said, I probably wouldn't be able to beat it without a guide, just because it's the wandering around type thing. But I kind of feel like I should, like that's a classic Nintendo title that I have not beaten. I feel weird not having beaten it. Hey, Magic Man, what's going on? Hey, Magic Man. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you play Ninja Gaiden again, I highly recommend getting the jump slash. It's very, very helpful. You know, nobody suggested that when I was playing, but I found out for myself. I discovered the jump slash all on my own, and it's very, very helpful. And learning where to use it and all that kind of stuff, it's very important. So, the game I'm playing is called. It's on the. Oop, right there. I'll always put the title right there. It's Metal Slug 3 in the Metal Slug series. We're gonna play we got Metal Slug 4 coming up after this. It's a wacky zany game. I can't remember. Somebody randomly. I was playing. Might have been Final Fantasy. One of the other. Oh no! Oh, good gravy. That's freaky looking. Oh, it stitched itself back together. That's hilarious. So if you didn't know, we actually beat this thing like earlier, and it was all crazy and whatnot. And then it's obviously come back from the dead. But yeah, this is a really fun game. It's wacky. It used to be in the arcades, so. And I think it was ported originally to Neo Geo, and then somehow the collection got sent to Wii U, or the Wii, and that's what we've got it on. So it's got like, I think 1 through 6, and then X. You get infinite continues, so it's really not that hard. I mean, it would be ridiculously hard if you didn't have continues, but. It's just goofy fun. As I said, it's like Contra meets Punch-Out. Just wacky, zany stuff. Really cool animations. But yeah, it's one-hit kill, and... Ah, there we go. Yeah, if you've seen the way I did, it's more skill-based, but luck. But still luck. Ah. What's an MS3? I'm trying to... Oh, Metal Slug? Is that... Okay, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's my first time playing this series. Well, last week was the first time playing it, but yeah, it's just campy, goofy fun. This would be an amazing like 2-player experience. Well, not about amazing. It'd be fun. Yeah, if you've seen the way I did, it's more... Oh, okay. It's more skill-based, but still lucky. How you beat Contra, I'm guessing? Or, not Contra, Ninja Gaiden? And if you wonder why I'm doing this, again, playing on the Wii motion control, that's the way you launch your freaking grenades. You've got a bunch of potato mashers, and instead of having a button to shoot, you have to mess around with your controller. I really, really wish they'd made more games for the not Wii. Like, at least the Wii U. Like, I would love to play Punch-Out again. I don't like playing it on this controller. But this is the only way you can play it. This and the nunchuck. There's no other way to do it. I've tried the arcade stick. It doesn't take you back. Oh, your little Blaine. Your little Blaine is leaking. Ooh. Speaking of which, Lagmeister, did you record that run? Is there a place I can see that run? Is my question. Is it?
All over.
I love that. Not mission complete. Not mission over. Mission all over. Cause I'd be curious to check it out. See the... your form of dominance. There we go. That's Metal Slug 3. Give me 1 second. Oh no. Oh, I missed the end. What's going on here? Is that a Luger? No, it's a revolver. What's at the bottom? Was there a little tail? What is that little thing coming out of the butt of the gun? Or maybe it's just like a chain or something. Weird. I grew up on the NES and played so many games, but games like Ninja Gaiden and the first Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah. Difficult in the wrong way. We're not just unenjoyable, and I don't have the patience for it. Yeah, Carlos, exactly. Ninja Turtles is another one I was thinking about trying, but I'm not sure if I want to. Apparently, I was watching some channel, and they said if you get the scrolls, which I don't even know about, but apparently that's something that either helps you or makes it easier to kill enemies. He's like, if you get those, the end game is pretty easy, or it's mitigated somehow. But otherwise, yeah, you grind and grind and grind to get to the Terror Dome, and then you get wrecked by Shredder, and you start all the way over again, or something like that. I'm not sure. Like I said, if I start a game, it's very hard for me to not complete it. So my strategy right now is to do a little more research and make sure that the game I'm going to be playing is the good kind of difficult. Like, you got to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, I feel like, is kind of that way. It's like you can memorize the pattern recognition, and respond. So it's just how fast can you respond, how fast can you anticipate and know what's coming. It's muscle memory, and it is repetition, but it's not ridiculously hard. I mean, you got people that can beat these guys in 30 seconds or something. So I feel like trying to beat Mike Tyson might be within the realm of possibility. But there are a lot of games like Battletoads and probably Ninja Turtles that might not get played serious. We might dabble, might just play it for a few hours just to have fun with it, but it's not going to be commit to the 8-bit type of stuff. Yeah, I did record my attempts playing. Awesome! I'm afraid to upload gaming content because at this point it's different than what I normally upload. You can set it. You can do it to private, Lagmeister. You don't have to put it with your channel. Just do it as private, or I think it's private, so only people that have the link can see it. And then you send out the link, or I'm not saying you have to. Don't feel compelled to do it. But if you want people to be able to see it, but you don't want to, like I said, kind of ruin the flow of your channel, you can set it to private. that nobody else will know. All right, we are gonna go to main menu. I earned 4 tokens, yay! I don't know what there's before, but all right. So there's 3, there's 4. So we beat. See, I don't know what Metal Slug X is. Super Metal EO01. It kind of looks like a remake of one of the two. So we beat Metal Slug 1, 2. I'll have to come back to X because I don't know what that is. I have to do a little more research on it. We just did 3, and now we got 4. I had Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. Good times. Oh, right, Lagmeister, right, because most of your content is like motorcycle or right. I remember I was like, wait, I've seen this channel before. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it is completely off the beaten path for your stuff. Which that's something I don't regret necessarily, but it does make it interesting, like for a channel like mine that has a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. It's hard to know if you get a subscriber why they subscribe, like what people want more of. It's like if you want more K-dramas, or more K-drama music videos, probably not going to get a lot more of those on the channel. I might do a couple more in the future, but they were for a very specific time, for a specific reason, and that's kind of done. Then there's the sketches, which are okay, but they're so difficult, or they take so much time to produce, write scripts and everything, and they get the lowest view count of all, so it's kind of not really worth it unless you're just doing it for fun, which is okay, but there's a lot of other things I can do for fun that are probably going to be... Like, I also enjoy gaming, and I'd rather do a video like this that's just kind of just fun and relaxing to do than spend a lot of time trying to write, produce, a sketch that people may or may not even get. Aish. I didn't know you could do that. Thanks. I most likely will. Awesome, Lagmeister. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you can in that the final phase of your production. You can say set as you can schedule a release time, which is what I used to do with a lot of the videos that I would shoot them on the weekend, and then I have them set to release on Tuesdays and Thursdays at certain times. But you can either do that, you can do private, or there's one other option. But yeah. Then you can send out links and stuff, and people will be able to see it. So yeah, that'd be awesome when you get to it. It sounds quite impressive. Quite impressive. Most impressive. Mine wasn't pretty. I didn't care. I was like, screw it. I just want to get done. I hadn't even showered that morning. I was feeling grungy as heck. Start a separate channel, Lagmeister? Would love to see it. Yeah, exactly, Carlos, yeah. But yeah, with mine, where you got a hodgepodge, like you said, like people know what they're getting when they go to your channel. And you know if someone subscribes because they're interested in like the motorcycle thing and stuff or what have you. It's like mine. It's always an enigma. I lose as many subscribers as I gain. I'll gain 2 and then I'll lose 3. Gain 3 and lose 1. I just have no idea why. But that's the hazard of having too much varied content on the channel. Oh no! Oh wait! Oh wait! So it just killed me? He was totally fine? They just targeted the sidecar? Is that what this is? What kind of crazy nonsense is that? I think if we just kill the red one, all the other ones blow up. Yeah. Rocket launcher. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh no! Ouch. I'm going. Can I start a separate channel? Yep. Yes, you can. Yep. No, Carlos. I actually, so I've actually got 3 different ones, and they all use the same one. You can just, I'm trying to remember how you do it. You just say, like start a new channel, I'd have to you have to look it up. But yeah, it's all under. I think you can get like up to 4 channels on the same email. If you go more than that, because my neighbor has like 9 channels, and yeah, there gets to a certain point where we have to use a different email. But I have 3, 2 of which, well, I have 3 total, 1 of which nothing's happening on. No, 4 total, 2 of which nothing's happening on. This one, and then 1 that's just like my thoughts about stuff, which I don't want to mix with anything else on the channel, because this channel is supposed to be about entertainment, not my thoughts necessarily on any particular topic. And that's all under the 1 email address. So you can set up, if you just Google it. I mean, I've only done it 4 times total, so I can't remember the process, but you can just create a new channel, give it its own name, and then when you log in, you can there's an option to say change channel, and you can, because you're not going to get messages and notifications for each of those channels on all the other, they're kind of their own separate entities. So you kind of have to log into each one, but you don't have to type out. You just say change to this channel, and it'll go to that channel. You can change back to this one. So it takes a little bit to learn, but it's really not too complicated. I feel kind of bad. 40 plus of my subscribers subscribe for Oblivion, and I haven't made an Oblivion video in 3 years. Oh. Yeah, even better. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, Meister, you have the power to change that. You can make a difference. You can make that Oblivion video. Although I got to be honest, having seen what I saw on your channel, I'm like, wait a minute. How did that work with all the like the mechanic and motorcycle? Are you safe here? Looks like you're safe here. But I feel kind of the same way about, I'm trying to think what it was. Like the K-drama stuff. I made like, I don't know, the My Mister one was kind of the second highest viewed video on the channel. And so I think a lot of people subscribed from that, but then I only made a few more K-drama music things, and they're probably, like I said, not going to make more. So I'm with you there. I feel kind of bad, but it's like, well, if you don't like it, that's, you know, you want to unsubscribe. I typically don't unsubscribe to people unless the content becomes like completely irrelevant. So, if it costs me something, that would be one thing. But it's like, it's no big deal. But some people, I get it. You know, if you got a lot of channels, and you don't want to be getting notifications for channels that don't really apply to you anymore. That makes sense. I think about it all the time. I found my Oblivion game disc. I just started posting bike stuff, and the game stuff's disappeared. I gotcha. Man, Oblivion game disc. My gosh. That's crazy. Just to hear that, the word game disc. So wait, because that thing has to be ancient. What are you running it on? Can it run on modern Windows? Because I know there was, you know, like after Windows 7, it seemed like pretty much every OS has been incompatible with so many different games. Like I think I still have my Star Wars Galactic Battleground discs, but I don't think I can play them on my PC. First of all, because I don't have a disc drive. Well, no, I do actually. I have a disc drive. Well, it's supposed to be for burning Blu-rays, but technically it's still. Oh, I'm getting in this, huh? Whoa! It's about time we got to ride one of these puppies. Oh, man! Oh, that was short-lived. No. No. I wonder about Batman too, because I heard Batman it has a great soundtrack. I've heard it's difficult, and I know Joker is like he's got a one-hit kill kind of thing. But I'm wondering if that's like a difficult but fair, or difficult but fun game. Kind of like what you were saying, Carlos. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to play it. Like I don't mind being challenged, but I'm not. I don't want to be challenged because the game mechanics are janky and whatnot. But I do like, I've got Shovel Knight, like I want to play some of the modern homages to the older games. Like Cuphead. Has anybody played or beat Cuphead? I started playing that. I've got like a few videos with that in it. I started it. And that's hard, but I feel like it's fun. Like you just have to mash and dodge and dip, dodge, dive, and duck. But in a fun way. So I want to play that. But there is definitely a ton of Nintendo stuff to do. And actually, Jackal, who was it? I think it was. I don't think, it probably wasn't you, Carlos, but there was a gentleman asking if I had Jackal, and I didn't at the time. But like you can buy it for $15 on Amazon. I was like, all right, I'll not Amazon, eBay. Like $15, old school Nintendo game in good condition. That's right. So I want to play that one too. That's another Nintendo classic that I feel like was all over the place when I was growing up. No, stupid rocket. Yeah, it runs. Oh, no kidding. It runs fine on Windows 10, no problem. You can even play DOS games with DOS bots. In my gaming PC, the graphics card is so big I can't fit a disk drive, and it's a huge case. Oh my gosh, no kidding, like, good jeez. I've been thinking about playing Cuphead for a while. I figure it's got to be like Mega Man. I've played it, and it's really fun. Hard, but fun. Yeah, that's what I got from it. Hey, Brobington, hello! What's going on, man? Just talking about classic gaming and now Cuphead. Yeah, Carlos, that was the little bit that I played it. Similar. I would say it's a lot harder than Mega Man, Lagmeister. Like, Mega Man 1 is difficult for its own reasons and everything, but like, I feel like Cuphead is... You've got a lot more maneuverability than with Mega Man, but it also requires you to use that a lot more. It's like Mega Man, I might die, depending, if it's a brand new stage, I might die like 4 or 5 times, depending just on the difficulty. Cuphead, it's like I'm dying 20 or 30 times on a level. And the bosses are ridiculous. Those boss fights last like 5 or 6 minutes. They're pretty crazy. Which, to be fair, that's Mega Man is kind of like that as well. Well, the boss fights aren't necessarily long, but they're, you gotta learn the pattern. And in that way, it's pattern recognition, just like Mega Man, but it is a worthy adversary, I would say. Eat lead! Yay! Oh no, minigun. Who are you shooting at, little dude? This gun is badass, whatever it is. Ah. Dozed off, just woke up now. Are you a cat, Brobington? I knew it. I always thought you were a cat. That sounds like a very cat-like thing to do. Like, I feel like if cats could talk, that would be the thing they would say the most. Oh, I was just kind of chilling. Fell asleep. Just woke up. What's going on? What's going on, folks? Life got you down? No? Just be like, more like me? Oh boy, that looks bad. Light it up. Oh, okay, I see it's got a fuel gauge on it. That's... Huh. I might be a cat. I thought it was awesome having the hand-drawn characters. Yeah, lag. Same thing with, I think, Streets of Rage 4. I think those... Because they're not sprites. I think those are actually hand-drawn frame by frame, but there's a ton of them. Ton of sprites or a ton of drawings, but same thing. It's just got a feel to it when it's actually animated. It's not okay moving the sprite. I mean, this is. I love the animation in this. Like when the characters die or they jump or they do something, it's like they got these very, very fluid, very expressive animations. I remember watching Journeys, and now we're here. It's a long way, Brobington. We are indeed a long way from our journeys in Tesla. That is for sure. We are a long way from there, and not in a necessarily good or bad way, but it's definitely different. I'll be honest. I mean, I like having a change just because, you know, just to have something to vary things with. Because, you know, obviously card games are not everybody's cup of tea. In fact, a lot of card games aren't even my cup of tea. Tesla was special. I shouldn't be referring to it in the past tense. It's not dead yet. It's just we know that it's. I mean, come on, you can't do this with in House Dagoth. Have you come to submit or come to die? Looks like you come to die. Well, and kill me a little bit. Rocket launcher. Jeez. Holy cow. Oh, man. I feel like this encapsulates the spirit of Tesla, though, Bobbington. It feels like a spiritual successor, really. Like, it's Geube. Well, it was Geube. He's a little dead now. I'm old and out of shape. Sometimes I need naps. I hear you, Lagmeister. Yes. I wanted to call them sprites, but thought that might not be accurate. I guess they would still just be hand-drawn sprites, right? Well, gosh, yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, because it's not... Yeah, I'm not sure what the distinction is. But yeah, I think you're right. I think they're right. But like, yeah, hand-drawn versus digitally created. You know, obviously Mario is just a bunch of blocks. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you know, it was clearly created like on graph paper, that kind of sprite. And a lot of times even the more advanced sprites just kind of look, they've got more color and there's more squares and everything. But yeah, the ones that are actually hand-drawn and scanned in, like Prince of Persia, like those were rotoscoped. I don't know if they're still considered sprites. I guess they are. But it was a much different... Whoa, we fell into a crevasse. There's a big panda bear. There's a... What are we doing? What are we shooting? Oh, there must be abominable snowmen or something. Baubles bounce. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Die, abomination. No. You turn into a snowman. Y'all missed it. Early at the beginning stages of the third game, you turn into a zombie, and you can still fight as a zombie. Oh no! Dance, girl, dance. There you go. What does it say? Iron something? No, I lost my iron gizzard or whatever the heck it's called. Oh, got it, you and your stupid bone. Stop boning me, you jackass. Aha, can't freeze me. Yeah, like I remember the days when I was younger and I hated naps. And now it's kind of like my favorite pastime. Like, it's not quite a hobby, but it's kind of close. Like, this feels like the right time for me. Turn around, lady, turn around. Goodness gracious. About face, please. There you go. Got a mech suit waiting for us. No! Not the most graceful mech ever. Oh, they shot off one of my guns. Oh, that's messed up. It's a gimpy mech. The camage. Oh, double shot, double shot, double shot. Oh, you turd muffin. Doggone it. Ah. Those look like wampas from Star Wars, the white furry animal Luke killed in The Empire Strikes Back. Yes, yeah they do. Oops. Yeah, the wampa. Have you played Super Empire Strikes Back? It is a very challenging game, but pretty fun. It was a great game. I got that. But both when I got my Nintendo and my Super Nintendo as a kid, it was a surprise because my parents were like hard set against no Nintendo. My mom's like, you have an Atari, I don't know why you need a Nintendo. And so I was supposed to get one. And then so the year I got it, it was a huge deal. I was so excited, but like the Nintendo was about to come out. The Super Nintendo was already coming out. And same thing, my parents said, like, look, we'll buy this for you, but only, like, we bought this for you, but under the understanding that that's it. Like, we're not going to buy you another system. I was like, I don't need another system. I just want to be able to play Mario Brothers. This is awesome. I don't want another thing. But then, of course, my friends got Super Nintendo, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, Super Nintendo. Anyway, long story short, one glorious Christmas, one of the few white Christmases we actually had in Virginia, I actually was surprised. But they kind of almost ruined the surprise. They accidentally wrapped Empire Strikes Back and Star Fox individually, but for some reason they were under my mom's part of the tree. Like they accidentally put them there, so she opened them and was like, "Wait, what is this again?" And I looked at it, and I don't know. Anyway, it didn't spoil the surprise. Bottom line was, I got Star Fox and Super Nintendo. And Empire Strikes Back, and Mario World, of course, was bundled in there. And that was a fantastic Christmas. And so, like, Empire Strikes Back just seemed like a perfect Christmas game because, one, Star Wars is, a lot of times that like used to be Christmas time. They play the trilogy like on cable TV. But I mean, you start off on hot. It's snow. It's ice. It's cold. It just felt like a Christmas game. But it was hard as hell. Hard as hell. Nope, haven't played it. You should play it again for nostalgia's sake. I probably will, Bromington. I probably will. Actually, yeah, I might even fire it up. Well, probably not today, but yeah, I'll put that in the queue. Like, so I've got Super Star Wars. I got the trilogy. I don't much like Super Star Wars for whatever reason. There's just something about it I just wasn't particularly fond of. Probably because I didn't love, out of the 3 movies, Star Wars is probably my least favorite. And then of course I love Empire and then Jedi. But yeah, I might maybe I'll go through the trilogy again at some point. But it's definitely, again, it's got a, I beat it on medium difficulty. Doggone it. I beat it on medium, but Jedi difficulty, where your life bar is like half and you take so many more hits, I can't do that. But you get the same ending no matter what difficulty level you beat it on, so I didn't mind too much. Oh my gosh. No! There we go. Leveled the... No! I suck at this so bad. I don't know, like, if they actually had to make a serious game versus, like, the arcade version, I wonder if they change anything, or if it would just be this ridiculous level of difficulty where you have 2 lives and the screen is just filled with projectiles. I mean, to be fair, when you start playing Contra, that's how that feels. It feels like impossible. Like, how am I going to dodge all this stuff? But you just kind of figure it out as you go. Gotta watch out, this game has minors in it. What is he doing? Oh, he's not a zombie. Oh, he's not a... No, don't want those to hit me. What the heck? Was that a dog? Yep, they're dogs. Zombie dogs. Shouldn't they be cats, though? If this is like Egypt, don't they worship cats? Why do they have dogs? And why are you fighting on the side of zombie dogs? Have you no decency? No. Oh, I see. Those guys are throwing little balls and they make mummies. And see, we're mummified now. How many games allow you to do that? And now, if it's like the other one, we could find like a medical kit and change back to a human. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, jeez. Get off the steps. Stop breaking the law, asshole. Oh, Lagmeister, I gotta ask you, and be honest now. Did you utter any vulgarities or profanities in your climb? Or were you the cool cucumber who just kind of nodded sagely as the game screwed you over time and time again? Crouch is OP. No, zombie. Look, I'm one of you. Don't kill me. Oh. Oh, I kept it going. Dude, I was cussing the whole time. I didn't plug in the mic because I knew it'd be bad. Honestly, like, I have thought, like, look, I got to keep it real, so I'm not going to do it, but I honestly thought, like, okay, if my channel does get bigger and people do like look back, like those are some really rough videos from that standpoint. Like just the amount of profanity and the vulgarity of it all. I was like, oh, that's so embarrassing. But like, I don't want to. I might put a disclaimer in there and say, just be warned, this playthrough contains a lot of. I keep forgetting about the grenades. You know, this game contains a lot of stuff. I get very salty. Please do not let your children watch it, or if you have, you know, if it would offend your sensibilities. And then I would also say, but those of you who would swear not playing a game as infuriating as this, cast the first stone. Like I've seen people do playthroughs of some of these games where they don't do it, but their playthroughs are 30 minutes. Like they're already good. Like they've already got good at it. They're not struggling to get it done. Man, this is dragging on, isn't it? My goodness gracious. Are we supposed to do something here? Because I'm kind of getting a little worn out. There we go. Give me whatever this is. Oh no! No! Oh, finally. Goodness gracious. I don't post anything with curse words. If I do, I censor it. In my most watched video, I added a censor beat because it sounded like I cussed. Good for you, man. No, and honestly, like if you look at any of the actual like real videos that I've done, like produced videos or even videos of just gameplay, it's devoid of all that. It really isn't. It's only been these stream playthroughs that, and pretty much those 3 games. Now, granted, Tessel, when I started streaming that, started to have a lot of profanity in there. Again, not something I stand behind or I'm proud of, but it's just something I'm like, well, like for me to go through and edit a 4 or 5 hour stream is like, And a lot of times I think censored profanity can be actually even funnier, just hearing the sound effect. So I've got no beef with it. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, but it's for the longer videos. I don't feel like it's feasible for me to do that. But yeah, I would much rather not have done it, or much rather not. I mean, like obviously I would rather have beaten and played games without swearing. But if it came packaged like that, I'm like, all right, fine. It's the price I paid for domination. But yeah, in general, and like in casual conversation, no, it's not. I try to avoid it. Like that's, you just know I am absolutely out of my mind pissed off if I use swears, because I don't use them in casual conversation. It doesn't make it right. It just is what it is. Which could be considered a copyright. What is going on? By the way, the melees that you see, the melee attacks, those are just, the game is just doing those. Like, all you have to do is hold like fire or whatever, and she just naturally will do this. Whoa! It's the claw! No. Oh, good gravy. What are we doing here? Are we shooting the thing? I kind of do. I prefer it in my games if the thing changes color or something to let you know that that's what you're supposed to be shooting at. Okay, well that works too. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Light him up! Light him up! Light him up! Craziness. Oh no, I'm a zombie. Oh. Streaming would be tough because I'd be saying bad words the whole time. I think the censor beep is hilarious. It is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, there's sometimes, yeah. Profanity works for me. Like, I was watching Richard Pryor live on Bourbon Street, and he did a, so warning, there's going to be a little profanity here, but he did a thing where this person randomly brought him a hermit crab. And so he took it. He's just improvising. And so he sets it down on the stool, and he's like, hey there, little crab, how are you? And he puts a microphone in front of it, and he says, why are you fucking with me? He said, what? Why are you fucking with me? I'm just a crab. And like, that is not, if you just says, why are you messing with me? Like, it's not, the idea that it's a little crab saying, why are you fucking with me? That is what makes it funny. So I think there's times where profanity is uniquely capable of making something funny that otherwise is either mundane. Like, he even had a line later on. I'm not basing it all on Richard Pryor, but he even had a line later on where the first time he said it, it didn't get a laugh. And the second time he said it, he spiced it up with a little bit of profanity, and it got a laugh. And I'm not saying that justifies it, but there are definitely times, I think, where profanity can make something funnier. When it's intentional, when you mean to do it, not just because you say it and it just comes out funny. It can accentuate emotion or convey extreme displeasure in a way that regular language just is ill-suited for, because it seems too polite, too kind, too generous and understanding, too civilized. Really, when you're completely cheesed off out of your mind, the last thing you want to sound is civilized. You want to express yourself in a way that conveys just how angry you are. And if you don't use it on the regular, it does that. Now, if you use profanity all the time, then you're kind of screwed, because you don't, there's no distinction between you being just having a normal conversation and being absolutely livid. So it's good for communicating that, in a manner of speaking, depending on who you're talking to. It can be good for comedy, but kind of to your point, a lot of times it can be just as funny, if not funnier, with the bleep. It depends on what it is. It depends on what the joke is, as to whether or not it's funnier to be bleeped or to actually hit a word. But like, for example, I mean, I don't watch a ton of it, but people who, when South Park came out, initially the whole thing was kids, I guess the hilarity of a kid using profanity wouldn't work with a beat, because it's hearing the kid actually say the word is where the comedy comes from in those instances. But in a lot of times, yeah, I think that the bleep is just as funny, if not funnier. What just happened? Ah, that was dumb. Just know, folks, it looks like a happenstance when I survive. This is all skill. This is old school. Okay, I distracted myself with my own bragging, but otherwise. Can I get this tank out of my way? I guess not. No, he shot it right up my butt. Oh, what are those, rats? A fish? Carp, maybe? I'm the same way, unless I'm pissed off. Frank, I love describing myself as pissed off. I also love working with fourth graders. Not a great combination. I don't know, man. It sounds like kids these days, I don't know if they respond better to it, but they certainly wouldn't be shocked by it. And I mean, like, so I have some friends that are teachers, and the things that kids say, man, we used to get in trouble. You could get in trouble. First of all, if somebody was like, oh, like, it said the word damn, you would, the person who told the teacher would get in trouble for being a tattletale. And but yet the person who said damn would get like a timeout or get like a get written up or something as like a behavioral warning. And now it's like they're the stuff that the kids say to the teachers is mind-blowing. Oh, I jumped over that ball with the greatest of ease. Oh. Richard Pryor is funny. He is. Absolutely, yeah, you're right. When I put mine in the video, I think the timing was perfect because you never see it coming. It cracks me up every time I watch it. The censor beat. Yeah, no, I And that's the other thing too. You use it if you use it sparingly and strategically, it does. It can have a much better impact than just. It's just man, and it clunks up your sentences. There was a quote. I don't remember who said it, but it said profanity is the evidence of a weak mind trying to express itself. So obviously, I take a little bit of issue with that in certain circumstances, but in general, a lot of times either volume, repetition. I shouldn't say either. It's three different things. Volume, repetition, or profanity are substitutes for arguments or, trying to effectively communicate an idea. I hear people they'll yell the exact same thing over and over and over again as if that's somehow making their case or somehow making them, make more sense or and it's like that does nothing. But when I was growing up, now obviously I've gotten a little more vulgar in my old age, more crotchety, more ornery. But in my younger days, I got in big trouble for using profanity, so I never used it. And so the very, very few times that I did, amongst friends, it got their attention in a very satisfying way. It wasn't like a power trip. They weren't like terrified of me because most of them knew I'm not gonna actually do anything to anybody. Like me getting angry is not like something to be afraid of. But it just meant, oh, okay, he's really pissed because I would never use those words in general. So it's just whoops, less pontificating, more eradicating. Am I right? Okay, perhaps smaller words, bigger bullets. Okay, maybe great power, less responsibility. There we go. That's what gets it done. No. Oh, I thought I could kill it before it got me. This will give me flashbacks to that Boston Contra that should spawn right above you, but doesn't always. Should put out mines in a nice, orderly way, but oftentimes does not. Oh man! Well, that's a nice helicopter right there. I'm just gonna go down here real quick, take cover. There's a gap there. This is where they need the British or the UK mind the gap signs. It's very hard to remember. There's not a lot of these kind of hazards in these games. It's not a platform per se. It's cammage, maximum cammage. I just got snake for some reason. Cool. When it's overused, it's not good. That makes sense to me. A mind too weak to express itself. Yeah, it's relying on profanity. And then you get people that they use it so much that the sentence doubles in length because every other word is F something or what have you. And it's like, oh gosh. This is an interesting scenario here. What's going on? Can we climb down? I guess we can. Oh, not really. This is weird. No! What the heck? we go. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I also want to play Earthworm Jim again. Y'all ever play Earthworm Jim? Familiar with Earthworm Jim? It actually has a decent level of difficulty to it. It's not an easy game, but it's goofy, kind of like this one, kind of funny. An oddball. But Earthworm Jim is such a groovy guy. Hey, we did it! $50 in quarters to beat the game. Easily, Lagmeister, easily. I think the first one we played was 45 continues. It actually told you at the end. So 45 continues, say, you know, a quarter a piece for back in the day. 4 quarters to $1. Yeah, easily $50. So essentially the price of a game. Which I think was probably the idea. It was like, okay, if people were to buy it, they'd pay. We want people to pay $50 for a game. So if they're just going to rent it, we want them to pay $50 worth to beat it. And here's the best part: if they want to get good and beat it faster, it's going to cost them even more quarters to get good. This is kind of challenging. You can go up and down, but okay, never mind. You can move side to side, but not very fast. What the heck am I shooting now? These are not terribly effective. Oh, I think I was supposed to grab that. Come back, come back. Like Cat Williams' comedy special. Don't get me wrong, I still think he's funny, but half the words are curse words. I haven't seen Cat Williams. I've heard the name before, but I don't think I've ever seen his comedy. Whoa, whoa, oh, that little ball, right? I got you, babe. But yeah, I kind of get annoyed when there's too much. Like, we were playing Katana Zero, and I enjoyed the game for the most part. I thought the final, well, if I known it was a final boss, I probably wouldn't have minded it as much. But at the time, I thought it was just another normal boss. And I was like, this is absolutely crappy. But like I feel like you could tell the story without all the profanity. But it was like, I like to read the dialogue. But every other word was like this and that, and I was like, well, this just feels dirty. But I was like, well, you know what? I've done acting before. Acting, you read the lines. It's not necessarily you didn't write it. And if people are watching a Katana Zero playthrough, they probably know it's a 2018 game, I think. They probably know what it's got in it, profanity-wise, so... But yeah. I always find it interesting that people take umbrage with profanity, and yet slander or gossip or other things that are inherently bad, like things that without you having to translate, like if you gossip, spread rumors and breed contention, it translates in any language, whereas profanity, it really only works for you have to be told, oh, this is profane and vulgar, otherwise you have no idea. It's like you got words that inherently don't mean anything, and you got other words that communicate things that create dissension and strife. I feel like those are just as bad, but they sound better, and people can disguise them as, oh, I really care about this person, I'm really concerned, and it's like, well, that's totally fine. No, you're gossiping. You're getting that. You're putting that person in a negative light and getting people to choose sides and manipulating situations to create more favorable stuff. It's like, that's okay. Nobody cares about that because it doesn't sound vulgar. I don't know. It's an interesting, not contradiction, but just selective. And I would say that anybody who plays Ninja Gaiden, I don't care. Mother Teresa, if somebody put a controller in her hand and they said, "Hey, try to get somewhere with this game," within 40 minutes, she would have been cursing a blue streak. Guaranteed. That's just the way the game is. That's the kind of injustice and asininity that comes with that game. I don't know what I would have done if I played that as a kid. Like, I'm sitting in the basement at my parents' house, and that's going on, like, and I'm not allowed to swear. I don't know what I would do. Cue the euphemisms, I guess. Fire truck, fire truck, fire truck. Flanagan's ball. Armaments. I'll save you. Yeah. You notice how I ran when he took his pants off. Oof. Laser. Laser is awesome. One of the few times that a laser in a game is actually really cool. Oh dear. It's so weird. Like, in the 80s and 90s, I feel like the laser was like an auto-include, but it was also one of the worst weapons you could get. Earthworm Jim is awesome. I beat that one. Oh, did you really? I think the second one too, the N64. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say, it's unpopular opinion, but I think N64. I mean, it was. I've said it before. It was the Atari of 3D games. It was okay, but it was clearly done at a time where it was an experimental technology. I hated it. I didn't hate it. There's probably like a total of 5 games that I actually like on that system. And they were trying to convert everything to 3D. Now, if they'd done what like PlayStation when they did like Symphony of the Night, where you use the better graphics or the better capabilities of the machine in order to create awesome 2D platforming, kind of like Metroid Dread. I mean, you could say the Switch is a little overpowered. Well, I don't think anybody ever says the Switch is overpowered, but you could say that it's kind of overpowered for like just a souped-up side-scroller like Metroid. But I think it works really. Oh my gosh! But I think that's actually using the system well. Oh, exploding heads. Oh, exploding heads are tight. But yeah, Earthworm. I don't think I beat Earthworm Jim. I might not have even actually played. I think I've only played Earthworm Jim 2, but I didn't beat that either. It's a very challenging game. Who's this guy? What is he doing? Looks like a Dilbert character. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what are we supposed to do? Is he a boss? Not gonna lie, Katana Zero, I didn't think you were gonna beat that one. Oh, come now, Lagmeister. Come now. Surely you could not have doubted the Schwardmeister. I'm appalled that you doubted me. To be honest, I actually kind of, like, well, I mean, remember I gave myself a time limit, and then like the time limit came and I kept playing. It was like, I was like, no, I'm gonna keep. I don't know what it is. I don't. There's something in me that just says, okay, I can do it, even though everything to that point indicates to the contrary. But oh no, he's a Terminator. Now he's a dead Terminator. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to either. I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but I'm actually like, I wasn't trying to do it. I wasn't trying to be a jerk, like not doing the slowdown. I just, every time, even in other places when I tried to do the slowdown, it just didn't work for me. It just meant I died slower. But I will say, retroactively, I am pretty stoked that I beat something that other people had to use slowdown for, and I was able to do it in real time. It's like, hey, there you go. Was not my intention. Like, I wasn't trying to prove a point, but it certainly felt good to do that. Like, I wonder if because I remember Macro was saying, you know, watch other videos. They all use slowdown. I'm like, I wonder if I'm not doubting that's true, but I wonder if somebody has beat it without doing that. 'Cause, I mean, it wasn't that hard. You just had to kind of push through it. I need to beat the Metroid games. The first Earthworm Jim is great. Yeah, I guess I need to get the first one. I suck so bad. There's a company called Pixel, or I think it's Pixel 8, and they did a Mega Man 30th anniversary release, Mega Man 2, Mega Man X. It's just a really cool. I mean, they're kind of. You're pretty much paying retail, like original Super Nintendo retail for these things. But they had an Earthworm Jim set, is Earthworm Jim 1 and 2, in like these custom like pink and blue cartridges or whatever. But I didn't find the site until it had sold out already, which sucks. So I have Earthworm Jim 2 now, but I think I should probably get 1 and start with that. Oh, that felt so cool until I died. True story. What's up now, baby? Darn you, Dr. Wily ripoff. Oh, and now what is this? Oh, this looks bad. Oh, wait. Ah. That's got to be staying here for days. What the heck? Jeez Louise, this is ridiculous. Am I doing the right thing? There almost any smoke coming out. Oh no, it's Rosie the robot from the Jetsons. She's gone mad, I tell you. Oh, bomb. I want to get the bomb. I mean, this is just wacky. I think I have to shoot the guns. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. No? I think that's the only way you can stop it from killing me, right? I guess you could jump over it. Or duck under it? I don't know. This is weird. Usually I know kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. What the heck? Alright, well the patterns change. Oh, that must be the core. The atomic core. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Sweet. We did it, and he's trapped inside. Yay! I need to beat the Metroid games. I see, and lag, that's... yeah, you said like 8 minutes before I turned it off. Me personally, I would have given up on Katana Zero. Exactly. If not using the slowdown works better, then by all means don't do it. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working for me. But yeah, you just gotta kind of go what you're okay with. What, you know. But I think I could have just as likely not done it. I really don't know how. I feel like I just got. Oh, that was it, huh? I felt like it was a faster game than the last one. No, 2.5 hours for 2 games. That's not too bad. Meg? Ah, come on, Meg. What do we got here? What's going on? I don't know what that was, but cool. But yeah, so here's my quandary with Metroid. I definitely want to play Metroid Dread. Like that is on my list. I beat Super Metroid using a map and a complete walkthrough. It was rough. It was rough. I was pausing all the time trying to figure what the heck was going on. I don't know that I'd want to do that again. Unless, I mean, it would almost be kind of cool, I think, to have like a guide, like somebody who's actually played it, kind of like doing like a Discord thing or something where you're playing and the other person's like, all right, go here and do this, or you know, you're trying to find your way through, like you're kind of having a conversation, but then also you're getting advice, or even from you know, discussions like this. But like I don't think I want to beat Metroid on the Nintendo. It looks very old, for lack of a better word. Like it looks not like it would be a grind. It just doesn't look. I don't know. It doesn't look fun to me. I don't know why. Like Kid Icarus, that's another one on the list. I heard that's kind of a challenging game. That one has appealed to me. For some reason, the original Metroid just doesn't. I'm not chomping at the bit to do that one. But like, I think we got Metroid Prime 4 coming out. There's the Metroid Prime remake that I have, but I haven't played it yet. And then Metroid Dread that I definitely want to play. So there's one title I don't want to play, one title I have played and beaten, don't know if I want to do it again, and then there's like 2 or 3 of the newer ones. I actually had, I can't believe it, again, back when I was working in Colorado, I actually got the Steelbook Metroid Prime trilogy. I was all excited for it. I popped in the game, played for the first like 2 hours, and then I think Borderlands 2. Borderlands. I think my friend showed that to me, and I just got hooked on that. And then that went into Borderlands 2, and I never touched it again. And then I ended up selling it, not realizing that just to buy the freaking Steelbook back would be like $1 bazillion, not to mention the game. So I was like, eh. All right, we're at the top of the list. Wait, I don't want to play it again. How many tokens did I get? 4, yay! I beat Super Metroid without a guide. I only needed 1 hint to get me through the game. Nice! Holy cow, Lag. Okay, so you're much more savvy in those kinds, like those games than I am. That's for sure. Holy cow. Metroid for NES, I think, is still a great game. I like the Prime games. I still need to beat Prime 1. Yeah, I haven't beat any of the Prime ones. Like I said, I just started playing. But did you beat Metroid for the NES? Like, so a lot of people they like that kind of more somber and isolated vibe, like in the game. That I think the music and I think the game does very well at presenting that vibe or that feel. But that's not like that doesn't resonate with me per se. I like Ninja Gaiden. Like the first 4 levels of Ninja Gaiden. I love those. Yeah, there's some difficulty, there's some grindy parts, but you kind of figure out, okay, you jump here instead of here. You do this. Like it's fast. The music is it's all fast, whatever. Like that's more kind of my thing. Whereas like Metroid, it is that more like somber and scary and kind of creepy and eerie, isolated event or type deal. I would probably play it though. I would probably play Metroid, the first one, if they did like a graphical update on it. I know that sounds lame to say, but like that would probably make it something I'd be willing to explore. But did you beat it? My little bro sold the GameCube with the Game Boy player. Oh, and Prime 2 Echoes inside. Needless to say, I wasn't happy. Oh man, do you speak to your brother anymore, Lagmeister? Because I sure as heck wouldn't. That's disavow, disown. Like that's. There's not very many unforgivable sins, but that would be one of them. Wow. What were you at college? Were you otherwise occupied? How did he sneak that one out the door? My gosh. I mean, to be fair, back then we didn't know. We didn't know, like, I mean, I don't, it never occurred to me until college that I would ever want to go back and play old games. It's like when you have Super Mario World, what do you need Mario 1 and 2? Especially then you got Mario All-Stars. You don't need to play any old stuff. You got Tecmo Super Bowl. So much better than Super Tecmo Bowl. Why go back and play it on the Nintendo when you've got the better graphics and the better experience with the Super Nintendo? The idea that you would want to go back and play something on an older system and on an old TV, like to play on a CRT. Who wants to play on a 13-inch CRT TV when you can play on a 70-inch flat panel HD OLED, whatever? Well, I don't know what we're up to now. It just never occurs to you until it does, and you're going, huh, I really regret selling or getting rid of or giving away all that stuff. Because now it's like $50 bazillion to get it back. I still haven't beat Metroid NES. I'm about to fire it up. Nice, and beat it for bragging rights. I think it's good, but as far as graphics, yeah. Well, I mean, it's what, 86, 87? It's one of the earlier entries, so yeah. I mean, I'm with you, but then I also go, yeah, it's, because it was back when they were still packaging it as part of the action series. I don't remember when Nintendo dropped that, but it was like they tried to do it like coded. It was like Mario, part of the action series, Zelda, part of the story series, or whatever it was. And so Metroid, I think, was still part of the action series or exploration series. But dude, Lagmeister, to record that though, for real. Like I want to check out the playthroughs, especially if you're doing. I mean, I don't imagine Metroid is a profanity-inducing game, but yeah, if you just kind of do it with commentary or whatever, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it'd be cool to see that. Super Metroid was such a huge setup. Oh, step up. The GBA games were great as well. Yeah, I got the Game Boy Advance in 2004, and I got a lot of games for it, but then again, I got to a place where I was just, I don't know if I was hurting for money or, no, you know what it was? Really stupid thing. There was a young lady, I would say in my life, but she was on my radar, and I thought she was the one. And I was like, well, I know gals typically don't like guys who game. They don't like guys who spend all their time gaming. And I don't have a ton of disposable income right now. So I'm going to sell my Game Boy Advance. I think it had like 10 games. My PlayStation 3 and my Xbox 360 and a lot of the games for the GameCube. And that's the money I'm going to use to like buy a ring or buy her something. So I sold all that stuff, and then she kind of just walked away without going into too much detail. So that didn't quite go the way I wanted it to, and then I was bereft of all the stuff that I sold. Like, I'd convinced myself, like, I'm too mature for gaming. That's just something I have to say goodbye to in my life. Clearly, that didn't stick. And I'll be honest, I probably haven't done anything. This is super sad, but I haven't done anything more meaningful in the past 2 or 3 months, I would say, arguably, than beating some games. And obviously having great conversations, meeting new people, that's huge. I'd say that legitimately makes this kind of thing worthwhile, to form new friendships and, work together with other people and encourage other people and just kind of share that nostalgia. I think there's some value in that. There's some community in that. But beating the games, it's just a sense of, I persevered through something that was grueling, and I didn't necessarily like it, but I got through it. In lieu of something like that in real life, which is not a great place to be, but look, we play with the cards we're given, right? But yeah, with the Super Nintendo in general, I mean, doubling the bit, going from 8 to 16, I mean, just That's what made it really hard, because I was legit. When my parents said on that Christmas, they're like, okay, you got the Nintendo. This is it. And the smell of electronics, the smell of classic 80s, 90s electronics. You open up that box. Oh, such an awesome smell. It was a new game smell probably beats new system smell beats new car smell for me. I love it. Anyway, I remember that, and I was like, no, yep, I don't need anything. And then I saw the games on the Super Nintendo. I'm like, this is... No, I can't say no to this. It's not just like, oh, it was a little better, they did things a little different, or they offered more games. It was beautiful. And I remember, it was horrible. My parents were doing renovation on the house, and they'd go out to like Lowe's and Home Depot. And even those stores, back in the day, those stores had like little... It's like a little kiosk, or a little like... They just kind of carved out in the middle of, somewhere in the middle of the store, this gaming section. And they literally had Mario World. And like you could play it, and they had all the games and stuff like that. It's like, so we'd go there and they'd be shopping around, and I'd just be sitting there playing Mario World in Lowe's and going, I must have this. I must have this. I must have this. And it's Christmas time. You can smell the pine trees, and you know, they had all the equipment. I was, it was a wonderful, magical time, but I was like, I'll never get it. I'll never have it. I think it was 2 years after it came out. Whatever Star Fox came out, it was that holiday season they got it. I think that was probably 2 years after the system came out, maybe 3. But eventually got it. Oh man, yeah, like you said, it's a huge step up. Everything. Like Mario 3 to Mario... I mean, Mario 3 was arguably at the peak, towards the peak of what the Nintendo could put out. And it was nothing compared to Mario World. It was just so much different. I let a lot of my games go. I have moved many times and had to make sacrifices. Yeah. The last batch of games I let go. Ooh, it's to buy food for the household. Oh yeah, Lagmeister, you didn't... They didn't have, okay, so I mean, maybe it was just a Virginia thing, but yeah. And I don't remember if it was both, but because I think they just went to Lowe's. But yeah, Lowe's, I remember you walked in, you had all the lights, the light section there. If you went to the left... I don't even remember how far back, but like obviously not far left to like where the lumber and stuff is, but you just go left. And yeah, it was just like this little alcove, this little video gaming alcove, because it was the hotness back in the day, man. Everybody was willing to, spend a little money on video games. So yeah, the holiday season they decked that thing out and had all different games and stuff, which was, again, it was great because it was just I just like being around it. Like we'd go to the mall. And I'd be like, I want to go in the toy store. Like, son, we're not going to buy anything. I'm like, no, I just want to look. Like, I just wanted to be around it. I just wanted to look at the games and the nice boxes and see the systems and see if I could fit that Super Nintendo box in my pants. Kidding, of course. But I just love being around it and dreaming. And then one day my dreams came true. It's a beautiful time. Beautiful time. But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that you actually had to make that sacrifice for it. Like, to eat. Like, it's one thing... Again, what I did was stupid. What you did was definitely necessary and arguably sacrificial. Because in theory, you can go 40 days without eating. So you're like, honey, I know this might sound weird, and I know you might want to divorce me, but can we just wait another 35 days? You can go that long without food. We don't need food. We might be able to munch on some like, let's check the cushions of the couch, honey. We'll see if we can find some Dorito crumbs or whatever. Let's just hold it together. Let's not do anything drastic. You don't understand. Food is temporary. Game systems and games are forever until they decay or rot or whatever it is. But still, hold on a little longer, babe. Babe, where are you going? No, I love you. I love you. I think this is a time for us to grow our relationship and really just kind of come together and rely upon each other, and we can game together. Babe? Honey? Okay. Well, guess I'm not selling anything. Mario 3 was so freaking good. So I guess, Lagmeister, that was, where in the country were you growing, like in the, again, with Super Nintendo era, 92, 93, what state? Just out of curiosity, or what part of the country? I'm guessing maybe it was just a localized thing. But yeah, it was in Northern Virginia. Woodbridge, Virginia was where I was, where they actually had this over there. Yeah, I mean, I kid, but it is hard. Anytime you have to sell something lasting for food, it sucks because like your stomach is going, we need this. Like, you need nutrition. Like, it's a thing. You need it. But you're like, but I'm going to crap this out in like 24 hours or less, and then it's gone. But the game that I sold that paid for that one meal for me and whoever else to share, I can't get that back. Like, that's gone for good. I'm sorry that had to come down to that for you, that it pinched that hard. But hopefully, not waxing political or anything, but hopefully we're going to start seeing a turnaround in terms of the economy and kind of get out of a bit of a rut that we've been in since arguably 2019, 2020. Southern California. Oh man, I would have thought that's one of the bigger markets. I would have thought you would have had that out there, huh? Well, to be fair, I mean, you can't really have Christmas in SoCal, just like you can't have Christmas here in Texas, because you can't have Christmas without cold weather. This is a fact. Santa does not go to places without cold weather. He's driving a sleigh. Why in the world would he stop in SoCal or Texas when it's like 85 friggin' degrees? He's like, this is not natural. But yeah, no, that is interesting. I guess that was like maybe that was the only store that did it, because I never went to another hardware store. So it was just because that one was pretty close to our house. So maybe it was just a temporary thing. But yeah, I remember for a brief time it was like Nintendo Mania was all over the place. I think they might have even had Genesis there. I think. Which I was never interested in Genesis, but I love Sonic. I thought Sonic was cool. I liked Green Hill Zone music, like that iconic Sonic. Iconic Sonic. But yeah, no, my heart was always with Nintendo. I sure hope so. Yeah, in SoCal it would only really snow once every 10 years. Oh, what? But so you did get snow though, because I know there's some people where they live. They're like, we have no idea what snow is. We've never seen snow in our entire lives. I'm like, oh, thanks. But I mean, but even Texas gets snow every once in a while. Kind of the same thing. Or at least ice is over. But like, I would be okay in California or Texas based on our normal weather conditions. I would be content with a 45 degree day with the smell of snow. You know, that snow smell? Like when, I don't know, if you're still in SoCal, maybe you haven't smelled it, but like there's a lot of times where it may not snow that night, but you can walk outside and breathe. You don't breathe it too deep because it'll make you cough, because it's so cold, it kind of sears your lungs a little bit, but you smell it and you can smell whatever it is in the atmosphere, that the precipitation, the pending precipitation, you can smell the snow, and it's such a great smell. And here it's just sweat. You smell your own sweat is what you smell in Texas. But yeah, if it could be like 45 degrees at Christmas this year, I feel pretty good. But I have a feeling it's probably going to be like 75 or 80. No snow. Not even the deciduous trees changing. Do you not have deciduous trees in SoCal, do you? Like, well, I guess you have some trees. And we have some trees here, but they don't like lose their leaves or anything. I'm in Nevada now. It almost never snows. Once in a great while it will. Really? Even in Nevada? No kidding. Yeah, I would not have thought. That's like, well, I guess Arizona does get snow. They have mountains, but I would never have thought Nevada getting snow. Wow. But once in a while. But once in a great while. They say there's the legend of the 5 snowflakes of Nevada. That one day, 5 snowflakes fell from the heavens and landed in Nevada. And they shut down all the roads and closed the schools because the people were so terrified of the snow. That's the only bummer with places like ours. When it does snow, if it hits with any level of, like decent amount, and by that I mean quarter of an inch to half an inch, like everybody goes into panic because nobody knows how to deal with snow. It's like, oh my gosh. Whereas, you go to Maine or something. Well, Maine's not a good example. They have nothing in Maine. But you go to, states where they regularly get snow, they're prepared to handle it. New Jersey, they have their plows out. They have their magnesium or whatever the crap that is. They just spread it all over. SoCal, it's mostly sidewalks, street lamps, and hobos. There's barely any trees. Oh gosh. No kidding. And don't forget feces, or maybe is that just San Francisco? But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. We get a little more. I was kind of pleasantly surprised that Texas was not just cacti and sand. That's kind of, when I think of Texas, that's all I think of. And there's definitely areas like that we drove through, but it doesn't look all that different from a slightly. Oh, I bit my tongue and it's swelling up on one side, so my articulation is garbage. But yeah, a slightly more Midwestern version of the East Coast. It's not like a desert. Not a lot of hobos that I've seen. I don't think I've seen a homeless person since I've been here. Not like an overtly homeless person. But yeah, SoCal. Eesh. So is that what prompted the move to Nevada? Was just to get away from the hobos and lack of... Well, there's probably not many trees in Nevada either, are there? Is there? It's everywhere, but LA is terrible. In Nevada, it's mostly cottonwood trees, Mondale pines. Wow, you actually know the names of the vegetation out there. Kudos to you. I couldn't tell you what trees or vegetation we have here. That's awesome. Cottonwood trees, Mondale pines, and willows. Everything has to be planted though. Yeah, Colorado was kind of the same way. Colorado had a lot more trees and vegetation that you think of. I think it's high desert is what it's called, or tundra. I don't know. Probably not tundra. But yeah, it's all imported. You have to bring it in. I don't think they had any willow. I don't think I saw any willows in Colorado. I think that. Now wait, willows or weeping willows? I'm guessing there's a difference, right? Oh no, I guess willows are kind of cool looking. I like willows. I thought weeping willows were maybe different, but yeah, they look pretty cool. Like giant clumps of shag carpeting. I thought Colorado was really nice when I went through. Oh, weeping willows. Okay. Honestly, I looked up the both, and they look pretty much the same. So I don't know. Maybe they're also called weeping willows, but when I typed in willow tree, it looked like a weeping willow to me. So, yeah, Colorado was nice. I only moved because I had a more enticing job prospect. It paid a lot less, but it was much more creative and seemed to be more fun. And yeah, so I did move out of the state, and then it really has kind of gone downhill since. Like I would have to be paid very, very well to live in Colorado or California at this point. And by that I mean it would be like, okay, here's your job that pays you an amount, and here's a stipend to cover the fact that you live in one of these states. Visually gorgeous. I love the landscape. Colorado. It's a beautiful state in a lot of ways. I did miss the trees. There's not as many trees. If you're driving on the highway, you're going to get blinded by the sun. But the traffic got bad. The traffic got so much worse as I was leaving. And I think they legalized pot shortly after I left. Not because I left. Really, I wasn't holding them back, but it was kind of around that time. And yeah, I just started changing. My sister actually moved out there. When I moved back to the East Coast, she actually moved out to Colorado. That's where she ended up meeting her husband. So, and she loved it. But then, yeah, it's just the cost of living went up. It was like California started to bleed into Colorado. You started seeing a lot more California license plates, and a lot of California brought some of its lifestyle to Colorado. My parents wanted out of California, so I ended up in Nevada. I don't see how anyone could afford to live in California. No, yeah. I think it's one of those things where if you like you said, you got parents that live there, then you just live with your parents, until they either go. Although I don't know why you'd like. It's not like a state where you leave to go to a warmer area, but you just stay there and until they move on in one way or the other, and then just move into the house. But yeah, I had a friend. He actually had just bought a big house in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and for reasons that don't need exploring, they moved. Him and his wife and their kids moved to San Diego, and went from those really big, nice, big, spacious houses. I think they're living in an apartment at the moment. He's got a good job, so maybe be able to get a place, like an actual house, but I don't know, man. The prices out there are just so ridiculous. It could be a while. But she started her work too, so they may be able to move out, but I don't even know if they're even looking realistically. But yeah, it's crazy that, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense if it's a nice, weather is nice. I mean, San Diego is probably the most unique place, at least in America, where you just got this perfect temperature that it stays at all the time, sunny, nice. But where people get the money to live there, I just don't know. But I mean, Texas is. I mean, even Indiana was getting kind of pricey. It's just been expensive to live anyway. But it's thousands for an apartment anymore. San Diego's perfect weather year round. It's very nice. Yeah. Were you close to San Diego? I don't really know California that well. Is that close to SoCal? Is that considered part of SoCal? I know SoCal means Southern California, and I know it's not northern because that's more like deserty and rural, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think my friend, I visited him out there who's in Burbank at one point. I think for a 2-bedroom, it's like $5,000 or something a month for a 2-bedroom. It was ridiculous. It's Southern. I lived there for a short time. Oh, okay. Everything about it is nice. Oh man. Yeah. Well, everything has its price, literally and figuratively. I think between the cost of living and just, for me personally, what it would mean to live in California and how I've seen that state handle a variety of different topics, I wouldn't want to live there, despite the weather. It's like weather accounts for so much. Like right now, this room could be anywhere. It doesn't, like most of what I do on a regular basis, I don't go outside a lot. I don't do a lot of stuff. Maybe I would if I lived in San Diego, but in general, it's just like, it's outside, air conditioning inside, but I'm paying less than $2,000 to live where I'm at. So good times. Now I live in a trailer park in the middle of nowhere. Oh, no kidding! Oh my gosh. In the middle of nowhere. Like literally like desert kind of thing? Like literally just kind of isolated out there? Is it a... So when I was growing up, I had 2 friends that lived in a trailer park. Is it a trailer park or trailer park. Okay. But they had some nice trailers. Like I think they're double wides, what they call, but like the technology got better, and like it was really just like a smaller house or like a level house. Does it have the wheels still attached? Is it mobile, or is it just it's there? And but was that where you moved after, like straight out of California, just right out into the park in Nevada? But that makes sense then, like the roads that I saw out there. Like it looked like you were kind of in the middle of nowhere, literally riding. Which, for a motorcycle, I mean, man, it's kind of awesome. It's like, whoa, I've got open road for hundreds of miles and not a single turn in sight. Like motorcycle, if you can't turn, like somebody was trying to say that the tricycles or the tri-bikes or whatever they're called, that they're trying to get the motorcycle experience. I'm like, it's not anywhere near that. If you're not leaning into your turn, like the whole dynamic is different. You're essentially in a 3-wheeled car without a roof or doors. It's nothing like a motorcycle. Just because it's open, exposed, does not. The only thing it has in common with a motorcycle is the level of exposure you have to the elements. That's it. In every other way, how you handle it, how you maneuver it, and all that, it's very, very different. It's much more like a car. The population here is about 50,000. My parents have a 2,300 square foot triple wide, and it's very nice. I live in a single wide that's 50 years old. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that's a testimony to construction, man. If you got a trailer that's 50 years old, holy cow. I didn't know they could. So wait a minute. 50. Damn, that's before I was. Okay, so what? Built in the 70s? Mid 70s? 75? It's weird because I don't think of it as being that far, that long ago, because I'm born in the 80s, so it's like, oh, that's only a few years before I was born. But that's like, damn, that's before Star Wars. If anything was made or done before 1977, it's old. Like that's just the rule. I wish there were more winding roads. Here it's all straight, flat roads. And yeah, and that's the same thing here. That's mostly the same thing here. I mean, you like in Indiana, if you could ride for like 2 hours to the southern part of the state and go through like parks and everything that would have windy roads and hills, and those were pretty fun. But other than that, Indiana was pretty flat. I would do roundabouts. I used to practice cornering on roundabouts. You just get into it, lean in, see how fast you could get it up and how fast you could get out. The highest I got out was like 38 of a roundabout, just kind of going in and coming out the other side directly. But yeah, that was the only way I was able to practice cornering to some degree, was through the freaking roundabouts, because the roads were just straight like that. And in Texas, I haven't seen really any rideable roads that I would want to spend the gas money and the wear and tear on the bike to actually ride. I'm sure they're there. I think there's a beach somewhere. Crap, where is it? Well, somewhere. It's a name. Galveston Beach, I think. I heard there's some decent roads out there to ride on, but locally, it's just suburb and straight roads. It's probably 47 to 48 years old. It's very nice. Very, very nice for its age. Nice. Oh yeah, no, Lagmeister. If it's because the visibility is good, so if I'm going to a roundabout and there's nobody around, that's when I do the practice. And it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, nobody else is around, and we actually have I think they're like 4 in a row, where like you hit one, you go half a mile, there's another one, you go quarter of a mile, there's another one, then you go another mile, there's another one. It was like a row of like 6 of them. And so at the right time of day, when there's not a lot of people out, that's when I would do it. Because I mean, it's just you and the road. But yeah, I won't. Well, probably really couldn't do it during traffic times, because the cars aren't going that fast, and you can't. I don't weave in and out. I don't split traffic or anything. Nothing that would put me in any more danger than I'm already in being on a motorcycle. But yeah, people get stupid here as well. They don't quite understand the rules of it. Even my boss, he was like, "Yeah, people in the roundabout have to yield the right way." Like, no, they don't. That is, for all intents and purposes, that is a red light. When you pull up there, you have to yield to the people that are already in the circle. And yeah, almost had some incidents there when he was driving, but yeah, only if it's clear and I can take it on with no problem. Let's see. I love the 2-wheelers, even at 50cc. Yeah. I don't think scooter. That's why I was saying I got into motorcycles, because me and my friend we rented scooters in Nashville. And I was like, well, this is pretty cool. Like, it's a good time, I kind of enjoy this. And then I was like, must go faster. Must be able to take this everywhere. The scooters we rode, they may have had a governor on there, but I think they only got up to like 45. They weren't really meant to go super fast. They were just for kind of tooling around Nashville, exploring the city and everything. But I was like, I want to be able to take this on a bigger road. And then it was, but I don't want a manual, I want automatic. And that's when you find out very quick. Motorcycle is probably the only thing that is not really predominantly converted over to manual or to automatic. Like we were even talking the other day, the tractor trailers, you got some older ones that are manual, but most of the new ones are all automatic. Cars, most of them, I would say almost all of them now come standard automatic, and then maybe some of them you can get a manual in, but not really. Exactly, roundabouts are cheaper to put in versus a traffic light. Oh, that's very true, yeah. The 230i ride doesn't go fast enough after 1,000 miles riding it. Well, yeah, because what did you say you were looking at? I can't remember, but I think it was up in the 600s, right? The one you were kind of looking to get. But yeah, that's something I was cautioned with, and that's why, I read in a bunch of forums, that's why the SV650 was recommended, because a lot of people were saying, the entry-level bikes that you normally get, there's nothing wrong with it, go for it. They said, but you are going to grow out of that very, very quickly. Like once you get used to riding a motorcycle, once you get the hang of it, you're going to want to get something at least one step up, if not two. And so like the SV was seemed to be perfect. And I'll be honest, even when I was riding with that friend who has the next level up, it's 1,000 something. I didn't want it because it was a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. I'm all about small. I guess I want it to be like I'm riding a bicycle, just small, sleek, light. Easy to get in and out of the garage, move around. It's everything that I want. But yeah, and it's got enough oomph. I mean, I think I got the fastest I got it, and I think the speedometer might have been off a little bit, so it may not have been this fast. But the fastest I got it, according to the speedometer, was 105. And that was keeping up with freaking traffic from Indiana to Chicago. For crying out loud, there were 2 lanes. The right lane was going 90, 85, 90, and the left lane was going 110. And I was in the slow lane pretty much the entire time. And I was like, you know what? The guy in front's going 100, or is going fast. That guy's going, let me see how fast I can get up to it. It was not fun. I don't enjoy riding a motorcycle with no windshield at 100 miles an hour. So it was a very brief. Got it up to 100. Ooh, I did it. And then, got it back down and go back to going 85 in a 65-mile-an-hour zone. I wish I could get a 600 bike. I found a 350cc Royal Enfield. Ooh, the 3000 new with 3-year warranty. Ooh. It doesn't have the power, which might be better for me because I love the power. Yeah, 350. I mean, it's definitely a step up, but like, what does that top out at? Probably. Well, wait. Didn't the 230, wasn't that the one that you were clocking on your channel that got up to like 65, 67, somewhere around there? So I imagine the 350 would get up to 75 or 80 at least, right? I mean, that's a good price for a new motorcycle. 3,000? Yeah, that ain't bad. But yeah, I would almost just find something like an old, like I said, I got an 06. I paid $3,000 for that, but yeah, because it's not that I like the power necessarily. I just I wanted it to be able to grow with me, I guess. And she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Oh, by the way, no, that's Retro. Because Retro and I were talking about Best Buy and orders. I got a notification said they were going to be shipping through FedEx. I think it is. Brothership tomorrow. Brothership shipping out tomorrow. So we'll see how that pans out. I always wear a full face helmet. Yep, the same speed as the KLX 230, which is 75. Okay, the bike is the video was the Ghost 250. Okay, so yeah, 250. That makes sense. I do too, like Maestro. I don't like, and again, I don't decry. Wear what you want to wear. I don't, but I'm like, why even bother with a brain bucket? I remember looking at a chart that showed the vast majority, like where on the head when people fall off a bike or when they get into an accident, where on the head the most injuries happen. And I think this area right here was like 25%, which was by far the highest percentile. It was like 25 or 28%. Most of the accidents are like your jaw, your lower face. You're wearing a brain bucket. I mean, that literally protects you if you happen to hit right here, around the crown area. But it's loose and it's not very well. Most of them are not very well padded. Very well. It's like, okay, is it better than nothing? Yes. Technically, it has to be. It's not hurting you to have an extra layer, but it's not. You're not wearing it. It may save your life and just leave you in a vegetative state or something. But yeah, I'm full faced, and I don't even have. I wanted to get initially the one where you could kind of detach. It detaches the face, and you could kind of lift up the whole front of the helmet. But then again, the salesman I talked to, he might not have been correct, but he just said, that's the part. This part right here, that whole thing is really where you want the protection to be, and having something that clips in or slides in, it's not a solid piece. It's just that much more vulnerable to popping off or snapping when you hit. So yeah, I wear a full face. It comes down here, the face mask, everything. Which honestly, I don't know how people ride without full face, because I like going down the highway, especially. Man, I get hit with bugs. Like, their guts leave a mark this big on the freaking mask, on the faceplate. I'm like, what do you do if I didn't have that? That's in my eye. That's literally this big ass bug is in my eye. How in the world these people drive with just? I mean, granted, a lot of them wear sunglasses, but I'm like, how do you not just get bugs all over your face and in your mouth? Granted, they're not riding like this, but still, you know what I'm saying? I believe it. I don't believe in skid lids. Oh, is that what you call it? Brain bucket skid lids. Yeah. I have a decent riding jacket, boots, and gloves. Yep. I don't recommend a modular helmet. Nope. I forgot that's what they're called. Modular helmets. Yeah. Yeah, we're simpatico, man. The only other thing I like I said, I got they're Kevlar jeans, so they look okay, just when you're walking around, but they've got like all the way down to the knee is kind of protected, and then the knees, they got those really cool pads you get that are like, they're at least the ones I have, they're like orange, and they've got like this grid pattern on them, and they're like super flexible when you're messing with them, but with heavy impact they stiffen up. I haven't had to use them yet, but they're there. So they're in the knees, and I think you can put them in the hips, but I don't have that because that'd be really uncomfortable. But yeah, gloves, riding jacket with elbow, shoulder, and back pads, and then the helmet. Because it just doesn't take much to go down on a bike. The bike wants to stay up, but there's a lot of hazards out there, a lot of things, little things that can happen, and I would hate to slide, on asphalt for like even 2 seconds without gear on. You just rip your body apart. I had the full face modular. I wouldn't buy another one. I had to clean the bugs off my visor this morning. They're eating those bugs for sure. Yeah. Maybe it's just like, okay, I don't need lunch, but the rule of cool does not work for me within that situation. And the other thing too, like mine's a tinted visor, so you have full view, full field of vision, at least as much as you get with a helmet, and it blocks out the sun in every aspect. Where you're wearing sunglasses, the sun gets in through the top, through the side. Like it's I don't know. It just, to me, it just makes more sense. And yeah, it's kind of nice. I actually. I hadn't ridden the motorcycle in probably since I moved here. Like it was like 2 or 3 months. So like, let me just take it out, give the girl a little, run it out on the road, just in the neighborhood for a little bit. So that's the first, probably the third time that I've ridden without gear on, because I was getting up to 25 miles an hour tops, and I was really only going to drive for about 2 or 3 minutes. And yeah, it was kind of nice to have the wind. Feeling the wind in your face and the sun, and it was a nice experience. But I felt naked. I felt very, very exposed, and it was like the idea of going 50 or 60 miles an hour, feeling like that, and just knowing all it takes is grass clippings and somebody coming from the other direction, so I can't get over, I can't get out of the way, and there's a slight turn, and there's a little bit of grass clippings there, and I low end, and my entire right side of my body is just torn up. I can't remember the material of my jacket is Cordova or something. I need pants. In theory, like a good pair of jeans will prevent, the worst of it, I think. But yeah, it just, when I saw how easy it is to lose traction on those bikes, heck, I feel the back end slide out. When they warn you about those, the painted white lines in the road, anytime they paint anything, the material they use, that paint is kind of slick, even if it's not wet. So if you're trying to go around a turn and your back wheel hits that, like one of the lines, on a curve, I feel my back end kind of kick out a little bit. It grips again. But it gets the palms sweaty, so I always make sure I'm in the lines. If I'm on a turn, I am in the lines. It does not take much to lose that bite, and that is a scary feeling. But yeah, I think we are very much of the same mind when it comes to riding. I always wear jeans, but they would disintegrate sliding down the road for sure. The jacket has pads inside, and I know we'll survive the slide. Yeah, and like you said, it's made out of something. I don't know the material either, but yeah, they're made of sterner stuff. And yeah, with the pads and all. Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, like even the Kevlar jeans, they stop. The Kevlar part stops, I think, at the knee. But I think statistically it's like less like, although, if your leg's under the motorcycle and you're sliding on it, that probably is going to tear up the bottom part. But yeah. A lot of it is just make sure the bike's in good condition. Don't take turns that you don't know too fast. Always be looking ahead. There's a lot of ways to mitigate it. We all make mistakes, and God forbid it happens on a motorcycle, but most of the time it's people that don't see you. It's those intersections from what I remember, which is weird. I always thought the highway would be a big problem, but apparently there's not as many accidents on the highway. I guess because people are just going in a straight line, and the bikes are nimble, so they can adjust to adverse situations. But my biggest problem is stupid people on the road. Yeah, exactly. It's rugged, that's for sure. Yeah, the jacket. Yep. But yeah, stupid people on the road. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And that's even true in cars. Like, I remember that was the one bummer when I finally got my car paid off after 5 years or however long, and I was like, this is awesome. I was like, man, all it takes is one stupid person doing some stupid thing at a random time, and my car gets totaled. I get $4,000 for it or something, and now I've got a car payment again. Fortunately, it hasn't happened. But yeah, there's a lot of people that my rule is, if everybody on the road can't drive like you and be safe, or not get in an accident, you shouldn't be driving that way. That's kind of the official rule. So you see somebody zigzagging in and out doing this whole nonsense. It's like, dude, the only way you can do that is if everybody else around you is driving defensively. If everybody was driving like that, it would just be accidents all over the place. So stop it. Like, don't drive like that. Don't make us be your parents. Don't make us be the responsible ones so that you can drive like an idiot. Because it doesn't mean you're skilled. It means other people are allowing you to do it. They're slowing down. They're kind of easing over. They're doing whatever to accommodate your ridiculous, moronic self-centered, aggressive driver who doesn't know how to read the numbers on a speed limit sign. Or rounds up considerably. I'll round up a little bit sometimes, but 5 miles an hour is kind of somewhere between the speed limit and 5 miles over is kind of my home. I worry about that. I have a great truck. Even if I got money for it, if it was totaled, it's irreplaceable. Same with my Jeep. Oh yeah, yeah. Those. I mean, what? I mean, trucks and Jeeps. I mean, they're what? Somewhere between like 35 and 55 sticker price on those. If they were in the past 15 years. I try not to go above 9 over. Yeah. I had a cop friend. I actually have several friends who went into the police force. One of them says, I mean, mostly they agree it's kind of arbitrary who they pull over. But his rule was 8, you're great, 9, you're mine. I don't know why, and I don't know if he actually stuck to that, if he was just trying to sound cool. But yeah, I feel like they're not really looking at you if you're under 10, unless you're in a residential. Residential, I think it's a little bit different because now if you're going 10 over, it's like almost double most speed limits. So I think they'd be a little more, they crack down on that. But I figure if you're under 10, they're not going to flag, unless it's a really slow day, or if it's, the end of the month when the quotas kick in. It's like, all right, you haven't met your quota yet. Go out there and find some poor sap going anything over the speed limit. But yeah, I think you're pretty safe at 9. And motorcycles, apparently, it's even more like, I was, when I went to the bike shop around here to get a repair on there, he said, the general rule is keep up with the traffic. Don't be a moving hazard. It's more important that you're keeping up with traffic and keeping yourself safe in that way than it is to be going the exact speed limit. I have an older Jeep everyone wants, 5,000, 6,000 for them, but mine is in great shape for its age. My Ram 3500 goes for 10,000. Almost. Oh my gosh, that's like unheard of. I mean, that's better resale than freaking BMW and Mercedes will get you. Those things go for 85 on the lot, and the resale is like 3. That's awesome. Wow. 10,000 plus. 30 years old. Man. Those, you got antique. Well, you probably don't, because if they're your. I tend to speed more on motorcycles. The older Dodge diesels are worth a lot. Yeah, no doubt, man. I think it's probably the same with, because I mean, that's the thing. There's like a lot of American cars don't necessarily age gracefully. They hit 180,000, 190,000, start nickel and diming you a little bit. But like Ford's trucks, like the F-150 and such, and then like older diesels and stuff. They're just workhorses. They're just known for 300. How many miles do you have on those now? Probably what, 200 and something, 225. I mean, it sounds like you may split the mileage between the two, and then if you're riding a lot of two-wheel vehicles, then you're saving the mileage. You're saving your vehicles for the heavier mileage. But that's incredible. To have a resale of that high for a 30-year-old vehicle. 257,000. Oof. No work in the last 20 years. That is phenomenal, man. Good on you. And since you're not living in cold weather, you don't have to worry about the whole freezing gas lines and all that stuff. So you're in good shape. 247. Oh well, that's not impressive. Over 250,000. That's. Yeah. Talk to me when you're at 250. Okay. Now that's great, man. 250,000 miles, and still going strong. Yeah, don't let go of. She's a keeper. She's a keeper. Well, also, because what is it? I don't know about on non-commercial vehicles, but I know, like I could not believe it. So when I first drove a diesel truck back in 2003, there was what is that crap called now? I can't remember the name of it. I think it begins with a D. It's an acronym. Pretty much, it's a diesel tax, is what it is. That's all it equates to. DEF, yes. Oh my gosh! So when I started driving for the company that I worked for recently, it was like, oh yeah, you got to fill it with gas and you fill it with DEF. I'm like, what the hell is DEF? And they literally said that's pretty much a diesel tax. It's so that it burns cleaner and blah blah blah. It's like, but then you see like the corrosion and all the nastiness on the DEF nozzles and stuff. Like, this is not good for the environment. This is not good for anything. This is just, and you have to put it on there. Like, the trucks were modified to require this. And if you don't get it, they shut down. I'm like, what the crap is this? That screwed us over because DEF freezes. So, like, and we used to have to fill it up almost every run with it because we just went through so much gas. And on those days when it froze, like, they were like, oh, our pumps are frozen solid. So you had to go in there and buy boxes, boxed bags of the stuff. It was ridiculous. So yeah, if you've got a diesel that was before DEF, you need to keep that thing because it's a money saver. Diesel exhaust fuel, it's basically P. Yes, yeah, ammonia or whatever. Yeah, my truck has none of that. I love it. Yeah, and I think that's probably why the price is even going up on it because it's like, hey. You're probably saying, because, I mean, DEF was, what, $3 a gallon or something ridiculous like that? It's almost as expensive as gasoline. You're literally having to fill up 2 tanks of gas just to run a diesel. So the money you save on a diesel that doesn't have that crap in there is phenomenal. And again, hey, if celebrities want to stop flying around on private planes, then yeah, maybe we'll all consider DEF. But yeah, it's... Like you said, I mean, you're not the first person to describe that stuff as P. It really is. Oh my gosh, it was infuriating. And then even worse when it actually screwed, because I remember like when it was my first runs, I didn't know, I thought definitely it was just kind of like a thing to have, like windshield wiper fluid. And then, but the truck, the alarms are going off and it's like engine will shut down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I see the DEF is low, but I'm like, well, I'm only on half a tank of gas. Like, well, no, but where's your DEF at? I said, well, that's kind of an eighth of a tank, maybe. Like, yeah, you need that, otherwise the truck won't run. Like, but it's not gas and it's not oil, so why would the truck stop running? Well, it needs P. It needs P in the tank, otherwise it can't run. Ugh. Yeah, good. Yeah, I can totally understand why you want to hold on to a diesel that doesn't have that. My friend brought a new version of my truck. It was $85,000. Yeah, every time. Oh my gosh! And that's the thing. The fact that it's also it's not just commercial, like these, big trucks. It's actually in something like that. But $85,000 for a truck pickup. Oh my gosh, that is massive. It's almost like they're trying to price it out. It's like, oh, we're not going to make them illegal. We're not going to, we're not going to say you can't own them. Well, you have to be a millionaire to drive a truck now. A diesel truck. Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe that'll change too. But, I mean, California, man, you'd be screwed. Because what is it, 2030? Is 2035 all electric? According to their very creative governor, I think, is a nice way to phrase that. I get about 20 miles. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad for a truck. I mean, like, if you want to putz around in a little Corolla like I've got, yeah, you can get 32 or something, but I'm also not pulling stuff. Yeah, 20 miles is good, especially if you're not having to def it up. Defecate. Hey, there you go. That's what it should be called. Did you defecate your truck yet? No. Haven't put any def in it yet. Well, you need to defecate. Almost everything California's doing is crazy, as far as I can tell. And that's it's not. I'm not even talking just basic policy. Nothing to do with any overtly political thing. It's just you hear the policies coming out like this is idiotic, and the results are not good. Like I don't know how you can see the results of it and think this is actually a good idea. They had a lot of big rigs for sale a while back because the truck can't be over 20 years old. Oh, really? Wait, in California? Ah, that's a crock of poo. Truck can't be over 20 years. Arbitrary. I mean, if it depends on how clean it runs. You can have trucks that run like crap after 5, and then probably a truck like yours that probably runs pretty darn clean and well at over 25 years old. But yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, kind of. I mean, not a similar thing out here, but when I went to get the motorcycle fixed, it was. I just wanted. I thought at the time I just needed the brakes bled, and it was, but like they had to reverse bleed it because I don't know. There was something. I don't know what the heck happened, but the first place that I called, or the first place that I called, they said they couldn't get to me for 2 weeks. So I tried another place, and they asked for the make and model. I gave it to them. They asked for the year. It's 2006. I said, "Oh, we don't serve motorcycles over 15 years old." That was the first. I've lived in 7 different states. That was the first time I've ever heard anybody say they don't service motorcycles over 15 years old. They're like, "Well, there's one place on the other side of Houston that does it that we know of. We can recommend." So I don't know if it was a racket or something, but I tried another place, and yeah, sure enough, they said the same thing. Yeah, we don't service vehicles over 15. I'm like, wow. Motorcycles. It just seems weird. I did the math for an electric vehicle, and you can buy the gas version and have enough money for 150,000 miles worth of fuel. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, so, well, here's the thing, Lag, to my credit, I bled the brakes the first time. It was the rear brakes. I bled them, and I fixed it, and it was great. But I also had a garage at the time, like my own garage. I don't have that now. And all the stuff that I had to bleed the brakes, I no longer. It's somewhere in some boxes because we just moved. And they ultimately had to do something. He called it like reverse bleed or something. It was something where the line was really super screwed up. There was something really bad that happened because I actually went out on a ride, no pressure whatsoever. Like I could push the pedal all the way down and nothing happened. So it was something beyond a bleeding that was needed. I just knew the brakes were shot, and I had to make the whole trip just using the front brakes, which made me a little nervous, but it was an adjustment. I'm used to using I'm used to engine braking and then using the rear brakes to come to a stop, and just the front brakes for quicker stops. But yes, yeah, still had air in the line, exactly. Yep. So yeah, I don't know if I would have, even if I had all my stuff, I don't know that I would have been successful because I would have just done what I did before, and I don't think that would have been enough. So yeah, it is easy. So, I mean, so is oil change, but as it turned out, I also needed my chain tightened and some other things. So it worked out well. It worked out okay that I went somewhere, but it was still bizarre. The Chevy dealer wouldn't work on my Chevy truck. Imagine that. Really? The freaking dealership wouldn't work on it? Holy cow! What crazy world. Clown world. Isn't that what a lot of the kids are saying these days? They call it clown world. The freaking dealership won't work on your truck. Did they give a reason for it? Or is it just, it's old and we don't want to? Or was it something more nefarious like, your car is killing planet Gaia. We will not contribute to her downfall by working on your antique gas guzzling vehicle. I took a nylon tube and run it upward. It's never failed me. Too old. Man. That's ageist. That's car ageism. Automobile ageism. Take him to court. Can't discriminate against trucks like that. That's just wrong, man. Like they actually make antique plates for old cars. If that's not saying that it's okay to have an old car, I don't know what is. Granted, you probably don't have antique plates, but you can get them after, what, 20 years, I think? Oh, man. Like, I'm having a good conversation. My tongue is starting to act up on me a little bit. Just when I talk, it just rubs. So I need to pop some medication and probably shut my mouth for about 2 hours. I'm enjoying the heck out of the conversation. I gotta. It's starting to get there, but yeah, 2025. It might even be 15, but yeah, I thought it was 2025. But yeah, Cat got your tongue? No, Dano, Cat didn't get. I got my own damn tongue, is what happened. I can't believe like how long it's been since I bit my tongue. You bite the tip of your tongue, and it's one thing. When you get the side of the tongue, like there's this like white gash, because I guess that's like it's infected or whatever. But it's fun hanging out. Good talking to you, man. You too. Yeah, and it was hard. Like I was biting on. I can't remember something of substance. So I was like and it was like oh. It was like for 10 seconds, just the pain. And last night it kind of subsided after a bunch of ibuprofen, but this morning, like eating, swallowing, it's painful. And then so if I talk too much, yeah, I start to feel a burn. So, just the yes, Dano, just the tip. Dirty man. That's why it doesn't hurt when it's just the tip. Anyway, okay, I don't want to go there. It's always when you're eating really good food, then chomp. Yeah, it's like, oh man, this is so delicious. I'm living the high life. I'm living my best life right now. No, okay. I wish I was dead. But so the big downside is now I just have to eat ice cream for the next 2 days because I can't really chew anything, and ice cream kind of takes away the sting. So it's a cross I have to bear. Like I hate having to eat ice cream. It's horrible, but it's really the only solution. There's really nothing else I can do. My hands are tied. I can't eat any. Certainly can't eat vegetables. Cauliflower on your tongue. Ooh, that hurts. Got gold today in Magic the Gathering. Oh, nice, Dano. So it's gold, then there's diamond, mystic. Is that right? No, platinum, diamond, mystic, and then 1800 plus. I think was the scale. But good on you, man. So that means you worked up for bronze, silver already. Dulce de leche is the best ice cream. Changed my mind. I haven't had it, so I can't say. I will say Tillamook, Tillamook, is soft and supple and delicious. I used to like Edie's and Briar's. Then there's more Edie's. But I will say Tillamook is my go-to right now. I have not seen Dulce de leche, which I am savvy enough to know that means sweet milk. I can't say that it is not the best ice cream because I haven't had it. But Tillamook, it gets the job done. Diamond and then Mythic. Oh, wait. Is it Diamond Mythic or Diamond Common Mythic, Dano? Is Diamond Mythic... Is that it's one thing or it's then a percentage out of 100? Right. Okay. Oh, then top 1800 is my understanding. Tillamook is always good. All their products. Okay, good. So it is Diamond, Mythic. Okay, that's what I thought, but I was like, well, maybe it's Diamond Mythic. Okay, so you're familiar, Lagmeister, with Tillamook, and so you've got an advantage. You've had Tillamook and you've had Dulce de leche, and if you're saying Dulce de leche is better than Tillamook, I must try this at some point. I don't know where I can come into this wonderful alternative, but I will have to seek it out. Platinum, diamond, mythic, percent, top 18. Okay. I mean, it's a lot more complicated than non-legend and legend. Really, that's what we had with Tessel, right? You're either legendary or not. But, oh, it's just the kind, not the brand. Okay. Gonna go for platinum tonight? Well, good luck, Dano. Holy cow, man. Yeah, you're gonna. If we end up, if there's any kind of migration to Magic Arena, you're gonna be way ahead of everybody. Goodness gracious. Determined. Can't believe you're such a whore, man. You had Tesla's not even dead and buried yet, and you're already cheating on her. All the rest of us are like, okay, maybe we'll explore other options once we've laid her to rest. Dano's like, nah, man, screw it. She's on her last legs. Let me go over here to Magic the Gathering and get some sweet, sweet loving. Got to put my crazy heavy somewhere. I understand, Dano. I mean, and hopefully maybe after next Friday when Well, heck, I mean, you'll probably be seasoned enough that you could do it too, but like with, I can't remember his name. I always forget his name. But the other gentleman who does Magic the Gathering, I think between the two of you, we'll all have a much better idea and have a good feeling for it. I need to download the game so that I can get an account set up and get a deck going. Either that, or we could. Well, I can't spectate you. I was thinking, I'll just spectate your games, but no, can't do that. It's not like Tesla. Oh, can you? Can you spectate other people's games in Magic the Gathering? It's pretty sweet. You get a bunch of free stuff. I like the sound of that. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I didn't know if you could see, you know, like in Tesla, you have the little eyeball. It's like, oh, click on that. You know, you can spectate. Don't worry about it. I could do that. I just thought maybe you knew right off the jump, like, oh, yeah, I can watch other people's stuff. But we can sort it out. But, yeah, like I was saying, I need to get my tongue some rest. I've been flapping my gums since 11:30 today, so I need to give that a little bit of a break. Get some ice cream. Get some nutrients in my body. But, Dano, I will talk to you soon. Lagmeister, I will see you. Great talking with you. Thanks for hanging. And Dano, I will be talking to you soon, my friend. Good luck on your climb to platinum. I look forward to hearing of your success. See, I got hearing of your success. You don't want your tongue bigger than it normally is. It's challenging. Thanks.